The following is a presentation of Tonganoxie Sports Live. It's time for the Chieftains. On your new home for Tonganoxie High School athletics, Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by It's time for the Chieftains, right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's presentation of Chieftain Playoff Football here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, and it's presented by Kansas Insurance. See how they can help you protect what matters most. Give them a call at 913-369-6600. It is Week 9, and it's the first week of the playoffs on the Kansas side as your Tonganoxie Chieftains take on the foes of Class 4A Bishop Miege Stags. Welcome into the broadcast booth tonight. Dylan Funk, alongside my broadcast partner, Dennis Drennan. Well, the good news is that Tonganoxie gets to host their 7th straight playoff game tonight here at Beatty Field. The bad news is that they get to take on the team that has knocked them out of the playoffs for the past 2 years and arguably, or maybe not so arguably, the most dominant 4A program in the last 10 years. But like Coach Schroyer said, especially last week in the post-game interview, it's anyone, anywhere, anytime, bar none.
Yeah, no question about that. And like you said, partner, I think biggest thing that the Chieftains can do tonight is not pay any attention to the name on the jersey tonight of your foe. Go out, play loose, have fun. I mean, the pressure is not really on the Chieftains, so they can just go out and have a good time, play their best, and let the chips fall where they may.
Absolutely. It's a faceless enemy over on that other sideline. It's definitely a matchup you look forward to, especially here in the playoffs. But, when you get a chance to host a team like Bishop Miege, who've won the state title 6 out of the last 7 seasons in the Kansas 4A playoffs, Chieftains are going to have to bring their A game and then some tonight if they want to get another game next week.
Yeah, there's no question about it. And they were in the state finals last year, too, as you recall.
Sub-state.
Sub-state, yeah. So, yeah, they're going to have to play, really good football tonight. They can't afford any mistakes, any turnovers, stupid penalties. They're going to have to play mistake-free tonight if they're going to have a chance.
Yep, it's definitely a matchup we're looking forward to. We got so much to get into in this pregame show. We'll be right back with all that and more right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193. For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com. Get back in the game with Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie. As a state-of-the-art outpatient physical therapy clinic, Physical Therapy Solutions will develop a plan of care to help you move, reduce pain, restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. Your physical therapist will work with you to help you understand your body so you will achieve long-term health benefits. To learn more, call Physical Therapy Solutions at 913-417-7400 or visit ptsolutionsks.com.
Welcome back into the S&S Body pregame show. Since 1972, S&S has been the place to go to in Tonganoxie for auto body and repair work. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193. And before we move on, let's take a look back at last week's contest as the Chieftains closed out the regular season with a victory over the Ottawa Cyclones. And with that victory, brought them up to a 4-4 overall record. They finished with a winning record in the Frontier League with 4-3. Tonga had a sluggish start in the first half. They went into the halftime locker room only leading by 17-10. They came out in that second half, though. They got a good prep talk in that locker room, I think, outscoring Ottawa 21-0, and it ended up being a 38-10 victory. Quarterback Trevor McGraw, he shined last week in what was his best performance of the year so far, going 10 of 19 through the air for 175 yards, a season high on the year for him. Colton Bruisman rushed for over 100 yards for the third straight game with 113 on 26 carries, while Sam Clydesdale only had 46 yards on the ground. Kind of a shocking thing whenever they tried to get the running game going with Clydesdale last week. Ottawa had pretty good responses to it, kind of held him in check.
Yeah, it looked to me like they were keying on number 7, so that's probably why Bruisman was able to have a little more room to run.
Yeah, they were able to stop number 7, but not many others, including Bruisman. Andrew Culver and Devin Schlegel also getting in on the fun, both with a touchdown and 2 for Bruisman. And Sam, he still got in there with 1 touchdown as well. The defense stepped up in the second half as well after forcing and recovering a fumble on the first play in the second half. That was offensively, as from an Ottawa standpoint, all they can muster up from the rest of the game, finishing with 10 points. And the defense only allowed 6 first downs for the entire game. It's going to be nearly impossible to replicate those type of numbers tonight against a Bishop Miege team, but the defense will need to play their best performance of the year tonight along with the rest of the team.
Yeah, they're up against a juggernaut, and there's no question about that. But, like I said before, they just need to have fun, relax. I think the pressure's definitely not on Tongi. It's on the Stags, so We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, I could not agree more. Speaking of the Stags, let's look at how they've done this season and last week as well. Coming in 2-6 overall record, 2-4 in that very, very tough Eastern Kansas League EKL league. Last week they lost to St. James Academy 45-28. Quarterback Mac Armstrong went for 19 of 36 through there for 209 yards and 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions though. He also rushed for 23 yards. Running back Jalen Birch led the way on the ground, 24 carries for 109 yards and 3 touchdowns. And as far as the receiving core, not a whole lot going for him except Tommy Wright. He was the bright spot for Miege, 6 receptions for 93 yards, and that was it. So while Miege is they are in Class 4A throughout the whole entire regular season. They play a much tougher schedule. And again, this is kind of by their choosing, by the league that they are in, against a lot of those tougher 5 and 6A opponents. So while the record says 2-6, you and I both know, partner, that this team, even as a 10 seed in this current 4A bracket, are still a major threat to win it all yet again this year.
Oh, there's no question about it. Their pedigree says it all, and they've got a future Chiefs Hall of Famer coaching their offensive and defensive lines too. So that's in their favor as well. Yeah,
we'll get more into that later on in this game. Last time these two teams faced off last year in the third round of the playoffs, where Miege ended up winning 30-7. When we come back, we'll take a look at the rest of the 4A bracket. You're watching the S&S Body pregame show here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
With the First State Bank and Trust mobile app, you can bank from anywhere. Check your balance while you're waiting in line here, or transfer funds while you're here. Forget to pay that bill? Pay it from here. Don't cut your visit short to go to the bank. Make your deposit from here. And remember, you're always welcome to bank right here. Did you know First State Bank and Trust has donated over $112,000 to Tonganoxie schools? Every time you swipe your Tonganoxie Chieftain debit card, we donate. For more information, visit us at firststateks.com. Member FDIC.
Midwest Chiropractic Center in Tonganoxie is ready to get you back to being the active, energetic person you want to be. Midwest Chiropractic offers a friendly and caring environment with the most comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Dr. Robert Shook and Dr. Daniel Haug at Midwest Chiropractic Center care about your health, and their approach to care proves it. To schedule your appointment, call 913-369-0022 or visit them at mwchiropractic.com. The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. Participating in community recreation is not only fun, but also healthy and educational. The Tonganoxie Rec Commission encourages all ages and abilities to participate in recreational activities. That's why they're continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie. To see the latest sports and program offerings and to get signed up, visit them at tongirec.org or call 913-845-3502.
Wizard of Paws, now at their newly renovated location in downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming, doggy daycare, dog obedience, and socialization classes. At Wizard of Paws, your pet will get a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. And their new facility offers amenities and space that is doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or visit their new location at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawspet.com.
Forward-thinking fashions and fashionable formals. That's Jeannie's Formals Fashions and Boutique in downtown Tonganoxie. Jeannie's is Tongie's dress shop with the perfect style for your upcoming formal event, including tuxes. Jeannie's also has a huge selection of Chiefs and Chieftain gear, kids apparels and toys, graphic tees, sublimated tumblers, and more. Stylish apparel in sizes from juniors to 3X. Stop by and see the girls at Jeannie's to get the latest fashions first. 520 East 4th Street in downtown Tongi, or on Facebook at Jeannie's Formals.
So we're buying a bigger home.
A 4-bedroom, but, with room to grow.
Your ocular cavity is malfunctioning.
Because we want kids.
Calculating offspring life insurance.
No, wait, we only have a cat.
Calculating farm insurance.
Is there somebody else who can help us?
Only a human who knows you can create a plan that's right for you. That's why for 80 years we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Frontier agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders from Tonganoxie today.
All right, around the bracket matchups tonight are brought to you by Team Tongies. Team Tongies been helping the Tongi families facing serious health and medical issues since 2009. To learn how you can help, visit their website at teamtongi.com. And let's go ahead and take a look at around the bracket. As you can see on your screen there, starting up from the top, the 1 seed, Baser Linwood Bobcats, going to be hosting the 16 seed in the East, Lebec County. The game right below that, St. James Academy going to be hosting Lewisburg at Bishop Miege High School. Paola going to be hosting the Lansing Lions in their first round matchup. KC Piper going to be hosting Coffeyville Fuel Kinley. Chanute, the 2 seed, hosting Bonner Springs, third time ever meeting in the postseason for those two. And you got the matchup tonight, your Tonganoxie Chieftains against the Bishop Miege Stags. Number 3, Atchison going to be hosting Fort Scott. And last but not least, Eudora will be hosting Tongi's opponents last week, Ottawa. And if you remember correctly, a lot of what we were talking about last week is that, again, the playoffs, the matchups, they weren't set yet, although there was about a 99% chance that if Tongi won their game and if either Lewisburg beat Paola or if St. James beat Bishop Miege, we would be hosting Ottawa. While Paola beat Lewisburg, St. James held up their end of the bargain. They beat Miege. So when everyone was leaving the stadium, they were all thinking, all right, we're going to be hosting Ottawa again, second week in a row. Should be a great first-round matchup. However, Eudora had other plans. They were facing undefeated Spring Hill, and they ended up winning that ballgame 33-7.
Wow.
Over there, kind of messing up Spring Hill's season over there, losing the undefeated season. They still won the Frontier League title, but as far as playoff seeding for Spring Hill in the 5A bracket, they lost the 1 seed. It now belongs to Mill Valley High School, the Jaguars, and Spring Hill sitting at the 2 seed. So that was the key game right there that kind of threw a wrinkle in everything. Everyone thought Spring Hill would take care of Eudora, but that just goes to show never look too far ahead, and that's why you play the game. So.
Yeah.
So, and then with the cluster, there was a lot of 4-4 records and a bunch of stuff like that. So that's just kind of how the chips fell. The Tongies hosting Miege for the 3rd straight year, this time in the first round of the playoffs. But, you just got to face whoever's put in front of you. You can't say anything otherwise.
Yeah, that's it, partner. It's whoever shows up is who you got to play. So
Absolutely. Now, high school marching band out on the field. That concludes our around the bracket matchups presented by Team Tongi. We're going to take another break here. When we come back, actually, we're going to stick around here for the playing of our national anthem, and then we'll go ahead to that other break.
Old is new again at New Again Outdoor Furniture Restoration in Tonganoxie. Keep your furniture for generations to come with a call to New Again. They specialize in restrapping, mesh sling replacement, welding, and powder coating of all outdoor furniture. New Again has an incredible eye for detail and a passion for environmentally friendly and cost-effective furniture repair. To learn more, go to newagainpatiofurniture.com. Call 913-764-1999 or see more of their projects on Facebook. New Again Inc. in Tonganoxie. The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain Game Day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com. Trendy tees, fun fashions, team threads, and even candy for the kids. That's the Rustic Heifer in Tonganoxie. The Rustic Heifer is helping make Tongi a boutique lover's paradise. One-of-a-kind, handmade, locally sourced decor, clothes, and accessories. Find the right style for a night out on the town or the best fan gear for the big game. Support local, shop local. Find them on Facebook at Rustic Heifer Boutique and Custom Gifts or stop by 616 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Come count the ways 1866 Bar and Grill is Tongie's tastiest. Incredible selection, delicious preparation, and a beautifully designed space all make 1866 one of the area's premier eateries, delivering big city taste in a small town atmosphere. Satisfying sandwiches, sizzling steaks, the best burgers anywhere, and even lovely lemonade. See the full menu on Facebook at 1866 Bar and Grill, or order now by calling 913-369-7007.
Thinking about starting your next home improvement project? Make sure you call 811 before you dig. Once you call 811, wait a few days for the utilities to mark your yard with paint or flags so that you don't unintentionally dig into an underground utility line. Hitting a buried line can disrupt your neighborhood's utility service, cost money to repair, or cause serious injury or death. Southern Star asks you to protect your community. Dig safely. Call 811.
Folks, don't forget during tonight's big game to use our Easy Relic highlight service. If you want the latest highlight of the game sent right to your phone, text THS to that number on your screen, 816-406-0051. We're glad to continue our partnership with Easy Relic as they continue to bring you all the highlights from your favorite Chieftains. Again, that is THS to 816-406-0051. You literally, as soon as you text it, they send you a message back. Takes about 10-15 seconds, and then you got the last about 45 seconds of film right there on your phone, and you can easily save it to your camera roll. You can send it to your friends and family. It's a really cool service that we have here, and we are glad to continue our partnership with Easy Relic. So with that being said, it is now time for our Keys to the Game, brought to you by the Tonganoxie Business Association. The TVA works hard to bring the community together while working towards adding value to each other. Learn more at their website at TonganoxieBusinessAssociation.com. Partner, go ahead and give it to us. What is Tongie's Keys to the Game for tonight?
Well, like we talked about earlier, partner, we need to have the Chieftains come out and play with a lot of heart and play unafraid. And if they could do that, I think they have a shot. The other thing is that could come into play, it looks like Miege platoons. And for those of you that don't know what that means, is they play 11 on offense and a different 11 on defense. As you all know, all you Tongie fans know, we have a lot of our players going both ways. So stamina could become part of this game in the fourth quarter, but Tongie's been doing it all year, so hopefully they're in shape to hold up their end of the bargain. The other thing is we looked at some stats, and Miege is about a 2-to-1 passing over rushing team, and our defensive backs are going to have to hold up against a really difficult passing offense, so can't afford any blown coverages, and everybody's got to be assignment sound. And as always, partner, you cannot have stupid penalties that kill drives, and you cannot turn the ball over to this Miege team.
Yeah, this Miege team coming in here definitely does not need any extra possessions off turnovers, and yeah, like you talk about those penalties, we've seen it a couple times this year where the Tongie offense they'll get on a roll, and then there'll be a holding penalty or just some type of penalty that pushes them back 10-15 yards, and it just totally kills the momentum. Yeah. And they end up punting away. You know, you definitely got to cut that out tonight. I think the one that I really agree on with, and this is about my only one I'm going to throw out there, you know, it's a faceless opponent over on the other side. You cannot get caught up in oh my God, it's Bishop Miege. It's, you know, they currently are tied for the record in all of Kansas high school football for most consecutive state championships won with 6. I mean, you just got to forget about all of that. And if there's something that's in favor of the Chieftains tonight, it's the undercard. It's the underdog factor. I mean, nobody's expecting them to come out here and make any noise tonight. Everyone's expecting Miege to just steamroll over them on their way to Topeka for the state final come around Thanksgiving time. I mean, I think, you just come out and you play loose, you play free, you don't play stupid. I mean, don't go out there, you know, making any like roughing the passer penalties or anything like that, but just play loose, play fast, have fun out there, and just try to dominate any way you can. And I think they're going to find that the game's going to come to them a lot easier if they do that. So
yeah, no question about that. And as you know, partner, having gone through this yourself, this could be the last game for those seniors.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
on the Tongie side,
you can. I mean, it's win or go home from this point on. But I mean, that's what you work for all summer, all off season. That's what you work for, is for these type of games. A home playoff game I mean, you can't ask for anything much more than that, and those seniors definitely know it.
Right.
Is this the last time I'm going to be stepping on this field here at Beatty Field? So they're definitely going to be playing their hearts out tonight. We're just now waiting for the Chieftains to come out and take the field, and Miege coming out of their locker room as they're getting ready to take on Coach John Holmes and company. Again, Miege bringing around, I think it was about 84, 85 players that we counted on their roster. So they're definitely bringing a bigger roster tonight. Like my partner said, they do platoon, so it's kind of more traditional like what you see at the college and professional level, 11 on defense, 11 on offense. Chieftains, not so much on that, have a lot of players playing both ways as Miege officially takes the field and are welcomed by their crowd that made the way out from, where are they at?
You can see that's a pretty good group of young men right there.
Yeah, it's a good group. A lot of great athletes over on that sideline as well.
None better than the Tonganoxie Chieftains have, though. They just have to play with a lot of heart. Leave it all on the field.
That's exactly what they have to do. They're making us wait a little bit longer tonight, making us wait for them to come out of that tunnel. And I know because my senior year was the 2017 year, and for my team, we played DeSoto. We hosted DeSoto. We ended up losing that game, unfortunately. But I remember the feel all throughout that week. It was different, that feel in that locker room before you come out the tunnel. Yeah. It's just different. You kind of take that extra time. You don't want it to be your last time, obviously, but every senior in there is kind of taking a little bit extra time to just kind of take in all the pregame festivities. They're going to take it in here on the sideline when they come out. It's gonna be a night of a lot of emotions. It's
playoff
that's
football.
For sure. It is
no question.
It is playoff football. We are playing for some hardware now.
And a little information about the weather here. We're going to kickoff time. We're going to be in the mid-50s, going down into the low 40s by fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. I'm going to give you a shot of this flag out here.
Yeah.
You can see that the wind is blowing north to south at about 15 to 20 miles an hour. So that could be a factor. We'll have to wait and see.
And definitely the past couple of games Chieftains have played in fairly well on the weather. Probably their coldest game of the year was their last road game at Bonner Springs. But, yeah, tonight it definitely feels like a Friday night in late October. Now the Tongi coaching staff is making their way to the sidelines, and we're just anxiously awaiting the arrival of the players. And while we have a moment here, go ahead and read this off. Tonight's opening kickoff is going to be brought to you by Community National Bank. Interest in Tonganoxie Community National Bank offers a diverse mix of products and services to serve your financial needs, financing that new home, expanding your small business, needing assistance with your retirement plans, and so much more at communitynationalbank.net. You can learn more at their website, communitynationalbank.net. And I can see doors are open, and taking the field, that's Sam Clydesty out in front, and Andrew Colvert, Cooper Jones.
I think they're going after the toss.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, I know they're not coming out and they're not going to run through the tunnel. I mean, that's what you really look forward to, but that's what they are doing. Coming out for the coin toss, the three seniors. So they hold hands walking up to midfield. And this is just a big game feel here tonight. Good crowd here in Tonganoxie as well, and a good traveling crowd from Miege as well. From where are they actually? Is it Roland Park? Is that kind of where they're at?
Yeah, I think so.
A little more over there. And here come the rest of the Chieftains out of the tunnel as they take the field. They're welcomed on by the band and the home crowd. And looking out here.
Tonganoxie won the toss and will receive.
Which I agree with that. Tonganoxie winning the toss, and they are going to receive, get the ball first. They're going to try to go down the field, and they're going to try to get up early on this Bishop Miege team.
Yeah, we've seen that the last couple weeks. Tongi, if they win the toss, they normally defer. But I think they're trying to make a statement early.
And you can't blame them from that either. When you got a powerhouse like the team on the other sideline, yeah, definitely no question in receiving the ball first, and we are ready to go here at Beatty Field.
Let's go, Tongi.
This is going to be the first playoff start for sophomore quarterback Trevor McGraw tonight, and what better opponent to do it against than Bishop Miege. Well, McGraw, he has had a pretty good season for a sophomore, starting in his first year. 47 completions, 833 yards, 4 touchdowns, along with 4 interceptions as well. Like you and I both know, though, partner, this Chieftain offense, their bread and butter is with the running game. And you have to imagine that's what they're going to be coming out with a heavy dose with, that Bruisman and Clydesdale in the backfield.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about that.
And some light wind blowing up from the north. It's going to get pretty chilly here as the night continues. Right now, probably sitting in about the 50s.
Yeah, it's a beautiful night right now.
Yeah, right now feels like 48 degrees. No rain. I think we've got our fill of rain from yesterday, so we are ready.
Last 3 days.
Yeah, right. Number 11, Stephen Neenan on to kick it off from Miege. Wyatt Harris and Sam Clydesdale back to receive for Tonganoxie. Welcome to the Kansas 4A playoffs, as Harris is going to step up and take it, and he's going to try to return, and is immediately wrapped up and brought down. Like first one I saw down there, number 44, Jake Welsh for Bishop Miege. So here come.
Yeah, he's one of their starting linebackers, I believe.
Yeah, he is the middle linebacker, and he is one of the better linebackers, not only just on that team and on this field, but in all of 4A. I'll get into that a little bit later. 1st and 10 now for Tonganoxie. Ball at the 26-yard line of McGraw. Quick throw out first, and Miege right on top of it there. Very minimal gain on that one. As McGraw's looking for Sam Clydesdale.
Yeah, you got to get the ball in your playmaker's hands.
I'll line up 2nd and 10 now, and again faking the handoff and throwing it again. This one through the hands. And that was to Isaiah Holthouse, and almost an interception there.
Yeah, that was dangerous there. That could have been catastrophic.
And very quickly, Chieftains not going in the direction that they want. 2 straight plays. 3rd and 10. Taking a step, and now he's going to hand it to Cole. Running around that left side, got ahead of steam, and he gets knocked out after about a 6-yard gain. That's going to bring up 4th down, and Chieftains definitely not going to be too aggressive here as they're going to punt it away. This is Jackson McWilliams now out. Usually we've seen Gabe Bailey throughout the year be the punter for the Chieftains, but now it's Jackson McWilliams. He takes it and he punts it away, and this one is not a very great one. Kind of shanks right at the 45, and that is where Bishop Miege is going to be taken over with great field position.
Yeah, no question.
So here come the Stags. They are coached under head coach John Holmes. This is his 10th year as head coach. He was the assistant for 8 years at Miege before becoming the head coach. In 2011, 95-24 overall record as head coach, along with 6 state championships. This one's given in the backfield and quickly wrapped up and brought down pretty quick.
Covered well by the Chieftains there.
And that's Jaden Bruch. And very interesting here. I talked with Coach Holmes throughout the week, and we were talking about starting quarterback number 4, Mac Armstrong, throughout the year, and he is not the one back there. That is number 5, Aiden Wing, right there from Miege. Only 2 completions on the entire year on his official stat sheet as he throws it out near the sticks to his receiver, and it looks like it is caught and good enough for a 1st down, I believe. No, they're going to mark him about 3rd and an inch. Completion to Christian Bowen Webb. Bowen Webb on the year, averaging about 13.5 yards per reception. Now Wing, now just giving it to Bruce.
There you go.
Slipping under the arm tackle of Colvert, and he got near that first down marker. Should have probably been a loss for a couple of yards, but good job there by Bruch.
Got a flag down.
That's Jalen Birch, excuse me. Nope. That's a hold. We got a holding foul here for Miege, so back him up here. It's going to bring up 3rd and long instead of 4th and 1.
I'd watch for the pass.
And a little bit of confusion there on the defensive personnel, as that was Isaiah Holthouse standing on the sideline when he should have been in the game, lining up at that end position at the top of your screen. Now 3rd and 14 here for Bishop Miege. This is going to be a huge stop here for Tongi if they can get it. Wing stepping back to pass, feeling the pressure now, rolling out. He's going to throw it up to his receiver, jumps high, and he comes down with it, but Chieftains are right there to wrap him up. First one there, Wyatt Harris. And that's going to be a stop there for Tonganoxie. I hear more whistles and another flag down.
Another flag. Man downfield. What was it?
I'm not sure what it was. Miege already backing up, though, so maybe you can kind of tell where their confidence level is at on this call. If you're Tongi here, would you just decline the penalty? Or?
Personal foul, 51 White.
Well, they don't have to decline it because it's going to be 4th down anyway.
Called it personal foul number 51. Jackson Hosher, the 6', 262-pound senior, the right guard. A little bit too much extracurricular after that play. And Miege forced a punt on their first drive. Sam Clacy going to be back to return for Tonganoxie.
That's a good first series for the defense.
Yeah, great series for the defense.
Miege helping them out with a couple of big penalties.
This Miege team, while they've been pretty solid in most categories throughout the year, the one that they've kind of struggled with this year and has definitely been higher than past years for a Stags team, averaging 7 penalties a game for about 65 yards and penalty yardage a game.
4th down.
So it looks like some clarification there on. So 4th down, and now Miege forced to punt again, and this will be Neenan, the punter. So he sends it up high, booming punt, but not going very far. And call it to Peter, and Chieftains are going to be taken over near the 40-yard line, and there's going to be another flag thrown, and I'm afraid this might be a block in the back on Tonganoxie. 3rd straight play with a penalty.
Let's hope not, because that would negate some really good field position for the Chieftains.
And quite unnecessary as well. If that is that what ends up being the call. I just saw a couple of Miege players go flying down and the flag coming in shortly behind. So that's typically what it is. But here's the call.
On the return, block in the back, 63 red. 10-yard penalty, spot foul, 1st down.
That's a big penalty too, because it's a spot foul.
Chieftains take over 1st and 10 from their own 28.
Yeah, from the 40 to the 28. That's the kind of penalties you don't want.
Yes.
Yeah, he jumped. Yeah, got 5 out there.
Just got told we don't have audio. My apologies, folks. Somebody came up and they told us that we did not have audio, and though I just pulled it up on my phone. We most definitely do have audio.
False start, number 78.
Oh, they called it on the offense.
1st down.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch that one, partner. What happened?
Well, it looked like it was encroachment by Miege, but they called false start on the Chieftains. So now they're even 1st and 15.
Now a couple Chieftain penalties pushing them back from great field position. 1st and 15 at the 23, and it's going to be a handoff to Brusvin. And a nice little run there, picking up 5, maybe 6 on that one.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing that has been interesting just looking back at the past two matchups with Tonganoxie against Miege. You know, Tongi has been very spoiled the past 2 years for having some very high-powered offenses, but when it comes to facing Miege, not so much. For example, the past 2 years, Blake Poggi, who's been the quarterback for Tonganoxie, faced Miege in the playoffs as a junior and a senior. In 2019, in his junior year in the regular season, Poggi, he averaged 174 passing yards, 2 touchdowns a game. In that game against Miege, he was held in check, 62 yards and 2 interceptions, no INTs. In 2020, Poggi again in the regular season, as Clyesty taking this one up for a nice run. Ball came out, and yeah,
what are they calling? Was he down, or did they give the ball to Miege?
It looked like he was down to me.
Nope.
I don't know. Yeah,
they're pointing the other way. Man.
So the old peanut punch there coming in effect. And Sam Clyesty fumbling the ball away, and Miege going to be taking over in Chieftain territory.
That's just what we said we couldn't afford is penalties and turnovers, and fortunately that's what we've had so far.
So looking to take advantage here as Miege, as Wing takes it and gets it out quick to Bowen Webb on the little bubble screen, breaking through on his blockers. First down and more, and brought down from behind by Wyatt Harris, but not before picking up the first down. Anyways, overall, with the thought I was saying before the fumble, just looking at the offenses, I guess, as a total. In 2019, Tongi averaged 437 yards of offense a game and 379 yards of offense per game. In 2020, when they faced Miege, in both those years, they were just held to 218 total yards in 19 and 203 total yards in 20. So definitely this Miege defense has had this Tongi offense figured out the past couple matchups, and so far here tonight.
That was good rally to the ball by the Chieftains there. Hold that to a minimal gain.
And it was. Holding him right at the line. 2nd and 9 now. And it out to Birch, and breaking the ankles there, and now he's getting upfield and picking up the first down. I believe that was Clydesty that he faked out there. Just good run there by Jalen Birch. 165-yard carry, 724 yards on the year, averaging 4 yards a carry with 13 touchdowns. He can also catch it out of the backfield as well. 16 receptions, 150 yards, and 1 touchdown. Had a slight issue with the clock there. Now we have it up and running. Third and a short one, and just give it right back to Birch, and getting right in there, Jesse Young, and they're saying that ball came out on the Chieftain sideline. They want that to be called a fumble, with the official saying that he was down. Convenient. I don't know, it looked pretty close over there as well. Kind of one of the disadvantages with high school football is not having the luxury of official replay, slow-mo.
Or challenging.
Or challenges, yep. So got to always go with the call out there on the field. 1st and 10 now, Miege at the 15-yard line. Looking to score first here in this ball game. Wing looking to pass, and now throwing it far side to his receiver is caught. And trying to work his way through the sticks. Good effort there before he's knocked out of bounds. Try to get a number. It looks like number 89, Dagan Jensen, the tight end, with the reception there. 2nd and 4. And off up the middle, and
there was a big hole there that time.
David Garcia on the carry. Tackle made by Jesse Young.
That's David Garcia on the carry, giving Birch a breather.
1st and goal.
The clock is running, and Miege is starting to go here. 2nd and goal. Wing pulling it out, and no one there. Faking out the whole defense. Touchdown, Bishop Miege.
Miege is going with a lot of pace, too. They're like they're in their 2-minute offense.
Yeah, not wasting any time on that possession whatsoever.
They're getting right back to the line of scrimmage.
Needing on for the extra point, and it's up, and a little soft flutter there, but it is good. Just getting over that crossbar, making it a 7-0 ball game. Chieftains going to be getting the ball back on the other side of this quick break. You're watching Chieftain football on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Trendy tees, fun fashions, team threads, and even candy for the kids. That's the Rustic Heifer in Tonganoxie. The Rustic Heifer is helping make Tongi a boutique lover's paradise. One-of-a-kind, handmade, locally sourced decor, clothes, and accessories. Find the right style for a night out on the town or the best fan gear for the big game. Support local, shop local. Find them on Facebook at Rustic Heifer Boutique and Custom Gifts, or stop by 616 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie.
Back here out of the timeout, 7-0 is our score early on. Bishop Miege on top of Tonganoxie. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan in the booth here at Beatty Field, bringing you tonight's playoff action. So after both teams going 3-and-out and having to punt the ball on their first possession, Chieftains fumble it away on their second possession, and Miege capitalizes, taking it in for the touchdown. Now Tongi looking to answer here as it goes to Sam Kleisty. He was the one that fumbled it away, looking to redeem himself here, but not going to get very far as the Stags are on top of him right away. And speaking of Kleisty, he's been one of the top rushing attacks for the Chieftains this year. This is the first season Tonganoxie have not had a running back with over 1,000 total rushing yards since 2015. Both Sam and Colton sitting at around the 734 mark. Some notable names since then. In 2016, you had Jordan Brown do it with 1,036 yards. Dalton Bach in 2017, 1,441 yards. Corbin Riedel, Cooper Cunningham, and Tyler Bowden in the 3 years after that. Cunningham and Bowden.
Good second effort.
Cooper Cunningham and Tyler Bowden both with over 2,000 rushing yards in their times here. Is a good, strong run there.
By Colbert, yeah, that was excellent second and third effort. That's up second short.
And now Tongi looks like he might be going with a little bit of wildcat here as McGraw gets taken out of the game, and Kleisty is in the backfield, and he's going to take it himself and running along this far side, trying to break some tackles and breaking them. Good stiff arm now running up the sideline, and he's got some speed, got some space, got some speed following his blocker inside the 20, 15 down just inside the 10. Huge play there from senior Sam Kleisty.
Nice run, Sam. No laundry on the field either.
That play is going to stand. 1st and 10, Tongi. My goodness, that was a long run from the 29-yard line.
I thought he was going to take it to the house.
Right around 55, 56 yards on that dash. Just off the top of my head, and maybe that's the spark that the Chieftains needed now. Great opportunity here to get on the board. McGraw now handing it to Brusvin and not going anywhere. Good penetration by that defensive line for the Stags.
Looks like they got in for a loss, their partner. About a yard.
Yeah, it looks like they took about loss of 1 yard.
Like they're going to go back to the Wildcat.
Yeah, back to Kleisty. And I forget, we've seen times in the past where the teams will kind of key off of Kleisty and in the Wildcat, and he's not afraid to hand it off to Brusvin or even pass it. So let's see what they do with it here. And Kleisty just going to keep it himself, cutting up field and getting near the 5. Looks like they're going to mark him down right at the 5, and that's going to set up about 3rd down and 5 yards to go. And Chieftains now going with a little bit of the hurry up. Kleisty and company taking their time out there. Maybe trying to just catch his breath. Now he's going to snap, and he's going to take it. Cutting up again, but going to be dragged down very quickly, and he did not get the first down. He's going to need about 2-3 more yards. I'll see what they do here, and they're going to send out the field goal unit.
Field goals aren't going to win
this. Yeah, this in this particular game, I think I would go for it here. 4th and 3. Ball at the 3-yard line, so it's basically 4th and goal. I don't know about this. Like you said, not going to win this game based off of field goals, but Chieftains looking to get on the board here as McWilliams puts it up. And it is good. So Tonganoxie cutting into that lead now. 7-3 is the score after the field goal from Jackson McWilliams. We'll be right back. Chieftains kick it off to Bishop Miege on the other side of this quick break.
Get back in the game with Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie. As a state-of-the-art outpatient physical therapy clinic, Physical Therapy Solutions will develop a plan of care to help you move, reduce pain, restore function, and prevent disability. Physical Therapy Solutions takes great pride in delivering current, quality-driven treatments. Your physical therapist will work with you to help you understand your body so you will achieve long-term health benefits. To learn more, call Physical Therapy Solutions at 913-417-7400 or visit ptsolutionsks.com.
After about a 25-yard field goal from Jackson McWilliams, and makes the score 7-3. McWilliams moving up to 3-3 on the year with field goals, and that 25-yarder was his longest of the year. Previous one before that was 22 yards. Again, kind of during that break, a lot of fans not very happy with that call. I think they like to see Coach Al Troyer be a little bit more aggressive there on that and maybe go for it, but he elected to go ahead and take the points. And now this I definitely don't agree with the little squib kick. And now Miege, good chance to return here as he works up the sideline and inside the 45-yard line. And that's...
Yeah, the Stags are going to have great field position.
You know, Jackson McWilliams, your kicker, he definitely has the power to kick it out of the back of the end zone, but instead of setting up at the 20, Miege is going to be taking over 1st and 10 at the 47. Let's see if this Chieftain defense can provide some resistance here. Wing, quick throw out. The right side getting this to receiver, showing the speed. And then past the sticks, picking up a first down. And so far, this Miege offense, they have seemed to find their stride. They have found their stride, excuse me. Here in this game, just going fast, going quick, and it's almost like rapid fire. Clydesty threatening the blitz, and he comes down, and the handoffs to Birch. And Clydesty can't bring him down from behind as he weaves through that Chieftain defense for about a gain of 5.
Yeah, that was a blitz, a run blitz. Sam almost had him by the ankles, but not quite.
It was right there. Miege, their offense on the year averaging 225 passing yards a game and 108 rushing yards a game, averaging total of about 333 yards per game. That's 2nd and 5 here. And now Wing looking to pass, stepping up in the pocket, and he's just going to run it himself. Open field tackle by Culver, but can't bring him down. Now escaping away from a few more tackles. Look at this nice run by Aiden Wing, but we got a long flag coming in here. It might be a holding on Miege. Quarterback scramble there from Wing. Was a nice one. And that flag coming over from the official over all the way near the end zone. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul, blindside block, 19 white, 15-yard penalty from the spot. Now 2nd down again.
They called that a blindside block. Number 19, Tommy Wright. The receiver coming back. And very... You know, those blindside blocks was ones that you could get away with back in the day, but nowadays not so much.
Right. It was a different game back then.
Yeah, which again, these days what the coaches teach, if you don't see the white in their eyes or, don't block them. That backs Miege back up. 2nd and 6 is the throw, and
that was incomplete.
Throw and incomplete.
Oh, another flag. Hope that wasn't a retaliation.
It's number 54 from Miege, Jeremy Schleicher, excuse me. Drawing the reaction, clapping his hands after the play was over, and yeah, you better hope. And Chieftains already backing up, so this is not good.
Dead ball, personal foul, 79 on the defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
And the Chieftains give it right back.
Yeah, 79, that's Connor Brew. Yeah, those are the stupid penalties that we talked about that you just cannot have.
No, not if you're going to pull an upset.
So you just took 3rd and 6, and now you back up 15 yards, an automatic first down for Miege at the 20. A little Wildcat play there, and right there to blow it up, number 63, is Nathan Smith, who has really come on late here in the season.
Hit the backfield by Nathan Smith for the Chieftains.
Had himself a pretty decent year so far.
Loss of 3 on the play, bring up 2nd and 13.
That's a nice play.
That's his 3rd tackle for loss in the past 2 weeks for Nathan Smith. He tried to go with the Wildcat there, giving it to Rowan Putz, and not having any luck. Now Wing back there, back to pass, stepping back, feeling the pressure from Clydesty, trying to chase him down from behind, throwing it away, and his receiver is there. They're going to say that hit the turf and is incomplete.
Bring up 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 12 here for Miege on the year, 41% 3rd down conversion, not the best. Especially now here.
Yeah, this would be a big hold for the Chieftains.
3rd and 13. So we're approaching the end of the first quarter. Wing passing. He's throwing it downfield for Putz, and
he dropped it.
Just in and out of his hands. White Harris was there. He might have got his hand or his fingertip right on it. He was looking for Rowan Putz, and it falls incomplete.
I'm assuming that's the 3rd brother of the Putz brothers.
I'm not sure if it's the 3rd or not, but yeah, the Putz family, definitely a strong one at Miege. That's Rowan Putz. He is committed to go play baseball at K-State after his older brother, Carter Putz, which is who was my age. He was playing back 2016, 2017. Right now, he's a senior at Notre Dame playing baseball, so very talented family as they come in. Hit on the quarterback, and it's incomplete. That was Nathan Smith again, but there's another flag. That was a 4th. And that's on Miege because they're asking Tonga if they want to decline. So they say holding. So the Chieftain defense comes through here. Turnover on downs for Bishop Miege.
Awesome.
And they're going to be taking over. That was huge. Credit to Nathan Smith, though, getting back there, getting pressure on Wing. He was a big part in that drive there.
No question about it. Had a tackle for loss and then that quarterback hurry. Chieftains need to take advantage of this.
Yeah, looking to get right back in this ball game. Keep going with the Wildcat to Clydesty. He's running, not getting very far, but oh, look at this! Look at this! Breaking free, 1 man to beat. Holthouse coming down, throwing a block. Look at Clydesty go! 10, oh, trip down! Oh my goodness, what a run! That is an easy relic highlight right there, folks.
No
Sam Clydesty, baby.
And that was a lot of this 2nd and 3rd effort not being denied.
He was dead in the water, just in that pile of humanity.
Got a flag on the play.
For what?
I'm not sure.
Jones.
I was wondering if maybe it wasn't on the Miege bench.
Alex, I mean, it came from that far side. Chieftain offense was looking at their sideline, trying to get the play call in. Again for Clydesty, his 2nd run of the night for over 50 yards in the first quarter.
Wow.
must I add. That's exactly what the Chieftains need from him tonight. And my God, I hope somebody texted THS to 816-406-0051 because that was probably the highlight, not only of the game, but probably so far in the season for Tonganoxie. Just a huge run there. Here's the call from our head official.
Have a dead ball, sideline warning, on the defense,
You were right.
I was right.
half a distance to the goal.
Now look at here, it's Bishop Miege shooting themselves in the feet now.
Yeah.
Half the distance to the goal for Tonganoxie.
Right,
first and goal at the 6.
Let's punch it in, boys.
That should be first and goal at the 3 then. They're going to let the clock run down. So we're going to head to the second quarter.
We got us a ball game, partner.
Yeah, we got a ball game. After one, the score is 7-3. Chieftains threatening to take the lead. We'll see if they do on the other side of this break. You're watching Chieftain football on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain game day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-.
All right, back here, start of the second quarter. First and goal at the 3-yard line for Tonganoxie after the huge run from Sam Clydesty. Now looking to punch it in here himself, following his blockers, going along that left side near the pylon. And they're going to say he was out just shy.
Oh, gosh.
Ooh, just short. Maybe, what, at the half-yard line, maybe?
I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it's right on the goal line.
Yeah, second and goal at the 1, and Clydesty's looking over to the sideline saying, give it to me again. Keep feeding me. Something you said when we were off air, partner. I think that fumble by Clydesty has kind of lit a fire in him.
He's sure come alive since.
He has. Chieftains a play away from taking the lead here. Takes the snap, just run it right up the middle. Not too much you can do there to stop it, but
that's touchdown.
They say he's in. Touchdown, Tonganoxie. Sam Clydesty, that's all we have to say. That score was courtesy of number 7.
Yeah, he deserved to punch that in. He did the heavy lifting on that.
Yeah, and I would tend to agree with you, partner. I think that fire has definitely been lit. And Sam Clydesty, now McWilliams on for the extra point. It's up, and it is good. Lead is now 10-7 for Tonganoxie. We'll be right back after this quick break on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
It's about time we make plans to hand down the farm.
Yes, human bodies have expiration dates.
We'll be passing the torch to our son eventually.
Torch. Fire. Activate fire hazard procedure.
Only a human who knows you can create a plan that's right for you. That's why for 80 years we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Chris Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
After putting together a great drive there, Chieftains take the lead 10-7 over the Stags. And Sam Clydesty doing the heavy lifting there, going the full 80-some-odd yard distance on that play. Literally doing it all himself, and he gives the Chieftains their first lead of the ball game, 10-7. McWilliams teeing it up to kick it away. Back to Bishop Miege.
I think there was a good lead block by Culver, too, on that touchdown.
There was, Culver, and there was good effort, too, by Isaiah Holthouse, running, streaking down the field and giving Clydesty a little extra block and another little squib kick here as it's brought in and backed up and brought down, but still
good field position.
Inside the 40, yeah. You know, I don't know. We know Coach Troyer, you know, he has his ways. He's been doing this for years now, but I don't know. It's got him this far, so I guess let's.
Well, they've been burned when they've kicked it deep, too, before. So.
Yeah, they have. I agree. Now here come the Stags. Now here is Mac Armstrong out in the quarterback position for Miege. He's going to hand it off the middle to Birch, and big hole there, hitting it hard and getting squirting past midfield after about a gain of 7 or 8.
That was a nice job by the offensive line for the Stags. They opened up a big hole.
Yeah, like we talked about that fire lit in Sam Clydesty. Maybe that fire is kind of now lit in Miege. Maybe feeling a little bit embarrassed. Trailing to Tonganoxie. Give it to Birch again, and
I think held it short.
Yeah, he's going to be short by about the length of a credit card.
Yeah.
He's going to bring up 3rd and inches. Andrew Culver coming up from his linebacker position to wrap him up. Would be a huge stop here for the Chieftains if they can stop him here. Armstrong giving it right back up the middle of the Birch. First down. Definitely. He needed a few inches. He got about 3 yards. That's going to be good enough for a first down.
Yeah, he's wasting no time getting to the line of scrimmage.
No, they are not. Now to Birch again, and now he's starting to get some steam, weaving his way through that defense. Another big gain there on the ground. Pretty interesting here in the playoff game. See a change of quarterback for Miege. You know, we've seen Aiden Wing so far tonight. Now this is the first drive from Mac Armstrong, and now he's going to take his first pass of the game as he throws it over and complete the Bowen Webb. And there on defense, it looked like Jesse Williams, Jesse Young, excuse me.
Yeah, you almost wonder if maybe that's not a disciplinary issue that he had to sit the first quarter. Be interesting to see how this plays out.
Yeah, we'll see. Now going with the quick tempo, bubble screen out to receiver on that far side, breaking some tackles, and now Clydesty bringing him down. It looked like number 19 for Miege over here. That's Tommy Wright.
Was real close to getting a face mask.
It was very, very close. Exactly 10-yard gain on that one, and now Miege really threatening here. And their handoff up the middle. This is Garcia trying to bounce it out, but slung down out of bounds. Big, really aggressive tackle there. That looked like Jesse Young again, maybe showing the frustrations off that Bowen Webb reception. Got wrapping Garcia up and throwing him down cleanly, legally, but now Birch back in the backfield for Bishop Miege. Chieftain defense looking to make a stand here. Armstrong looking to throw a quick slant over the middle to Rowan Putz, and they made that look pretty easy. Touchdown Miege.
That was a well-thrown ball, too.
Now Miege back in front by 3, extra point pending, making it a 4-point game. Mac Armstrong coming out, not messing around. His 15th touchdown on this 2021 campaign to Rowan Putz. Calling in his 7th, and that was blocked. So good job by the Chieftain special teams there, getting the fingertip up and blocking that one. It's going to stay a 13-10 ball game.
Yeah, that's big. That could be big.
Yeah, that could be big. We'll see. Chieftains getting ready to receive the kickoff right after this on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
Back here ready to kick it off. Stags kicking it back to the Chieftains. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. 13-10 is our score. 9:27 left to go here in the second. And the first drive from Mac Armstrong on the night. Good. Completing a couple of passes and hitting Rowan putt for the touchdown. Now Clydesty.
Good return.
Look at the way he is returning and running the ball. He's been going good and
making people miss.
Yeah, he's a little slow to get up. He's definitely going to be exhausted when this night is over.
No question.
And he's going to be feeling those bumps and bruises. Probably on the car ride home tonight. He has just come out and he has played a good ball game so far for Tonganoxie. And now Tongi looking to get back.
Now he's lining up in the slot.
Got McGraw now back in the ball game. 2-back set, Brusvin and Colvert. They snap it and they hand it to Colvert and breaking some tackles and good strong running there from Andrew Colvert. Look at that, lowering the shoulder and bowling his way through. And good blocking along the left side of the line there as well. Second and three. I think we're seeing a little bit with this Chieftain team. They are definitely not afraid of the red helmets and the white jerseys out there. I mean, they were playing them just like any other team. And
well, that was one of the keys, like we talked about.
Yep. They have lived up to the challenge so far, but the thing about football is that you got to play 4 quarters of that. You can't just play a half. You can't even play 3 quarters.
Nope.
You can't even play 3.5. It's got to be 4 full quarters. And let's see if they can keep that up here. Brusvin now running along that left side, picking up the first down and pushed out of bounds. Miege player to shove him out, number 59, John Sebas.
Good drive so far.
It is. They're getting going. Just outside midfield, ball at the 49. Brusvin, the lone tailback in the backfield with McGraw, sending Clydesty in motion, and good cutback up by Colton.
Yeah, that was a nice cutback.
Had a nice lane there. That was an outside zone scheme. Meant to go to the right side, but Brusvin just cutting it up, seeing the gap up the middle. Taking it for a good gain of 4.
Thanks to the big guys up front on that one.
Let's see what I think. I liked it better when Tongi was going with a little bit more tempo. Now kind of slowing it down a little bit more here, taking their time.
Yeah, they are.
Fake the hand off to Clydesty, try and go up the middle to Brusvin, but not going anywhere. Yeah, and that's number 44, Jake Welsh. The 5'11", 212-pound middle linebacker for Miege. 49.5 tackles coming into this game, 48 of them solos, 8 tackles for losses, and 3 sacks. He has definitely been one of their standout defensive players for that Miege team, and that's saying something.
It's a big third down here for the Chieftains.
3rd and 9, need a conversion here. You cannot afford to punt it away to Miege again and run up the middle to Brusvin. Slight hesitation, making some players miss, and I think he got that first down, and a cleat goes flying.
Really close, anyway. Chieftains need to go if he's short.
I think he got it, and that was Brusvin's shoe, or a cleat, that came off.
They're going to call it 4th down and a credit card.
I'd go for it.
Well, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to punt away as Brusvin trying to get that cleat back on. Yeah, they might have to call a timeout here just to help him. Or maybe Do we have a timeout for measurement, maybe?
Well, I know the coach can ask for a measurement. Call it 4th down.
Or maybe they stopped the play for Bruisman to get his cleat back on.
I don't know.
The cleat is back on. Now the clock is running again. 4th and inches here for Tonganoxie.
All right, the big guys need to get a push up front here.
I'd be in favor of a hard count first.
Trying to
see if you can get him to jump and then go. But now they're going to go for it. Give it to Clydesty, and he's going to get that first down and more. Getting them up to the 35-yard line. Fresh set of downs for Tonganoxie. Yeah, when you need those critical yards, just put the ball in the hands of your best player, and he'll take care of the rest.
Right side of that offensive line sealed it pretty well to give him the edge.
Indeed. And Clydesty, he's just been a beast carrying the ball this year for Tonganoxie. Again, coming into the year, he was just a slot receiver, and after the first 2-3 weeks of the season, the Chieftains put him back there as kind of more of a full-time tailback, a compliment to Bruisman, and he has done great. 763 yards coming into this game, averaging 7 yards a carry. You will definitely take that every time. Oh, bad snap. I don't know if it wasn't necessarily a bad snap of McGraw. I don't think he was ready for it.
We got a flag on the play, so it could have been snapped early.
They're signaling that it'd be on. Like they're signaling it would be on Tonganoxie.
Yeah, it looked like a false start, I think.
Official still talking about it. We're waiting for a call here. And Colin Keeney for Miege pointing over to the Chieftain players like it's on them.
On the offense, it is declined. 2nd down.
Legal procedure. At least that's going to bring up about 2nd and about 16, 17. Yeah, 2nd long after Miege declines. And going back to the Wildcat with Clydesty, trying to make some room, hurdling some players as he got near the original line of scrimmage, 6-yard carry, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 10. And another must-have here for Tonganoxie.
Well, I wouldn't give the ball back to Miege until I had to.
Yeah, because don't forget, with Chieftains receiving the opening kickoff, Miege will get it to come out of halftime, and Clydesty trying to do it himself, and he gets shoved out of bounds, so it's going to bring up about 4th and 4. And yeah, I would definitely 4th down and 5. And Chieftain offense staying out there, not even thinking about punting or kicking a field goal, so they're going to try.
It'd be like a 55-yard field goal, so I know Jackson McWilliams can kick, but I think that may be outside your range.
That might be. And again, Clydesty just going again, and the initial spotting looks like it's going to be good.
It's going to be close.
I don't know. It looks like he got there. Initial spotting looked like he got there. And now they're going to say he's short. We're not even going to take a measurement. Nothing. We're just going to. Well, okay.
Oh, I still think that was the right call for the Chieftains.
No, that was definitely the right call. I don't know.
I thought the sideline could request a measurement, but maybe not.
I don't know. So now definitely got to be on high alert now for that Chieftain defense, because if Miege scores here, they'll more than likely take us to the end of the second half, and they can end with a touchdown and have a chance to double up coming out of halftime. And pass is caught by Bowen Webb, and Yeah, that was definitely pass interference on Jesse Young, but he caught it anyways, so penalty is going to be declined. And they're getting Miege smartly declining
Pass interference.
the penalty there.
Penalty is declined. First down.
And so just like that, Miege now in Chieftain territory, 1st and 10 at the 39. Vaca's running, approaching 4 minutes left to go here. Handoff in the middle to Birch. Open space and gets tackled. That's Jordan Williams.
Birch on the carry. Jordan Williams on the stop for the Chieftains. Second down and 4.
Chieftain defense in desperate need of a stop here. Armstrong stepping back to throw, getting it out quickly into his receiver. Another flag coming in. That was Jensen again with the reception. And let's wait to see what the flag is.
Now they're talking to Miege, so that's not a good sign.
Pass interference on the offense.
Oh, good.
We'll go 15 yards. From the previous spot, we'll run second down again.
So Tongi gets a good call there.
Yeah, good break for Tonganoxie. Pass interference call on Miege. They'll back him up. Gonna be second and long to go here. Second and 17.
Chieftains need to keep him off the scoreboard here.
And getting it out quick. The receiver bubble screen and almost getting back to the original line of scrimmage.
Good job keeping him in bounds.
To Isaiah Coppage. 11 receptions on the air for just under 200 yards and 2 touchdowns, averaging 18 yards of reception for Coppage. And again, third down here for Miege. Let's see if the Chieftain defense can hold him here. Again, only 41% on third down conversion on the year. Back to pass is Armstrong and throwing it downfield. He's got a receiver open, but just out. Too far out in front, incomplete. So that's going to bring up 4th and 12. And looks like the Miege offense, they're staying out there, and they're going to be going for this. Intended receiver was Tommy Wright over the middle. Looks like we got a timeout.
Miege, first timeout of the half.
We got a timeout for Miege. First of the half as they talk it over. And if you tuned into our pregame show before, you might have heard my partner reference the soon-to-be Chiefs Hall of Famer on that Miege sideline, former Chief center Tim Grunhard on the coaching staff for Miege. His 11th year with the Stags, although this is his first year back. He took a brief time away from the team as try to find him along that sideline.
I apologize for that.
That's not. He's somewhere along that sideline, but pretty interesting. Coach Grunhard got the coach on his team when his son Colin was playing for the Stags back in 2016. Colin would then go on to graduate in 2017, going to play football at Notre Dame, and then this year he's a 5th-year senior at KU. And, we said future Hall of Famer Grunny, as they call him in Kansas City. He's being inducted into the Chiefs Ring of Honor and Chiefs Hall of Fame this Monday on Monday Night Football. And the Chiefs take on the Giants. Big 4th down conversion here, and the Chieftains get a sack. Nathan Smith coming up huge here in this playoff game, and Armstrong might be hurt.
That young man has had a game.
Armstrong is limping to the field for Miege, but the bigger story here. Got so excited, I think we unplugged the monitor we have up here. Oh, very, very exciting here. So huge play for Nathan Smith. He's gotten into that backfield to pressure the quarterbacks a couple times, now getting the huge sack on Armstrong. And now Brusen running, and he's going nowhere. And this could be huge here for the Chieftains if they can get in field goal range or maybe tie this game up before halftime, or even better, score a touchdown.
Yeah.
They're going to have to get in that 2-minute offense here. Definitely going to have a little bit more hustle than this. And Preston Troyer, the offense coordinator, going to have to go a little bit more up-tempo with here, especially approaching 2 minutes left to go. Two-back set for Tonganoxie. McGraw waiting for the snap, and he gives it off to Clyesty, cutting up the middle, and he's brought down from behind. And that was Jake Wells chasing him down from behind. Under 2 minutes now. Come on, boys, let's let's go here.
We have all 3 timeouts.
Yeah, I mean you do, but I'm not a big fan of this. And even when the Chieftains scored the touchdown, they were going fast tempo after the big run by Clydesty. So I mean I'd like to see a little bit more tempo here. Let's get going. See, I mean you just burned 30 seconds off the clock here, and even more. Now McGraw handing it off to Brusvin, and you're going the opposite way, and Miege blowing that up at Welsh again.
Oh, we got a flag
back there, and that's going to be a hold on Tonganoxie.
Got a hold, 71 on the offense. Penalties declined.
I now spot Grunny over there. He's over on the 40. He's that coach with the gray sweat, black gloves, and the khakis there right at the 38, 39, 40. So that's Coach Grunhard over there. Anyways, bigger story here. Chieftains going to be facing a 4th down coming up here. Again, after getting the sack on Mac Armstrong and forcing the turnover on downs, Chieftains have not been able to capitalize as of yet. 1:20 left on the clock. They do have their timeouts. Still have all 3, as that timeout was on the Miege staff.
I think they're down to 1 timeout.
Miege is, yes. Well, for Tonganoxie, they still have 3.
Looks like they're going to punt it.
That is what they're going to do. 4th and 11. No sense in going for it. Now just trying to flip the field position as McWilliams gets it up.
Boy, that was almost blocked.
It might have been. Might have had a fingertip, but still it bounces and it rolls inside the 20, just inside the 15, and it's going to die down at the 14.
Great punt.
Tonganoxie, great punt for Jackson McWilliams. Again, we've seen Gabe Bailey throughout the whole entire season for Tongi kind of be the little squib punter, but Jackson McWilliams taking that over tonight. And we'll see what Miege elects to do here. Up 13-10. 1:08 left to go.
I'd expect them to throw the ball.
Think of the Border Patrol and 810 every time I hear that song. Let's see if the Chieftain defense can hold strong here. And Armstrong getting it out quick to his receiver, and too low there, incomplete. And we saw Armstrong after the sack by Nathan Smith kind of hobble over to the sideline, but he's out there and looks like he's okay and playing through it. Jack Messer-Smith gets checked out of the ball game. Isaiah Holthouse going in as the edge rusher. Boy, wouldn't a strip sack here just be huge?
That would be great. Or a pick 6.
Just a turnover. Yeah. Be huge. Armstrong stepping back, clean pocket, firing, and I almost called it.
You did.
I almost had it, man. Oh. That was Jesse Young going up high. Almost had an interception there. Whew.
Bring up 3rd down and 10.
It wouldn't it be nice if the Chieftains had a turnover? You get a turnover here?
That'd be great.
Good effort there. So 2 incomplete passes brings up a 3rd and 10 for Armstrong and the Stags. Throwing it over, Bowen Webb. Open and incomplete. Got his eyes upfield before he had that ball locked in. So a quick 3 and out for Bishop Miege. And now Tongi might have a chance here if they can get a good return. 54.2 seconds remain on the clock. Again, don't forget, folks, to stick around for our Whiteberg Properties Realty Executives halftime show after this first half concludes. Here, a team of agents ready to help you buy or sell that next house. Give them a visit, 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tongi, or give them a call at their phone number, 913-915-0451, as this punt is up and away, and Clyde just moving away for it, but lucky for Tongi, it dies out and it rolls out of bounds at the 49-yard line, so they're going to have a chance here.
Yeah, no question. You're going to have to go with a little more pace, though, because there's only 46 seconds left.
I think I like to see maybe give McGraw a chance. Let him take a shot downfield.
Yeah, you could get a pass interference. Or
you never know.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been playing single high safety most of the night on defense from Miege, and it looks like what they got out there now. I don't know. I mean, maybe try to run a little slip route or a go route with Holthouse, and I don't know, throw it up there, see what happens. Let's see what they got here. Looks like we're starting off in the Wildcat with Clydesty, and he's going to take it. And there's that handoff to Colvert along that right side. Penalty flag is thrown. As Culver works his way up, it'd be about a gain of 5 yards pending the penalty.
Got a hold on the offense, number 81.
That's a holding penalty on Holthouse. Again for Andrew Culver. He's predominantly been the tight end position and linebacker on defense, but within the past 2 or 3 weeks, we've seen him get more carries as a tailback. 11 carries for 72 yards and 1 rushing touchdown coming last week against the Cyclones. And trying to throw a little wrinkle there in that Wildcat formation. While it was a pretty good gain, the holding penalty backs him up.
First and 18, it looks like.
The clock is running here now, under 30 seconds, and Clyde's still in the Wildcat. Defender's pursuing, but he's going to get around the edge, and more importantly, he's going to get out of bounds. That's going to stop the clock, and a late hit out of bounds. Move him up 15 more yards. That looked like that was Welsh. Oh, and looky here.
Way to go, boy. Dead ball. Personal foul. Leg hit. Number 44 on the defense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Tack on 15 yards to the end of that run for Clydesty, and all of a sudden, Chieftains have a shot here.
We have 19 seconds to play here, so they're going to have to be wise
19
with their
seconds
clock management.
And still have all 3 timeouts. And again, good. That was a great job by Clydesty too. He was getting around that edge. He could have tried to make a cut back up to the field, get more yardage, but being smart, the 4-year senior getting out of bounds there, and even drawing the late hit, adding 15 yards on after, and looking to run with it again, and again. There you go. And the clock is still running. They're going to have to go back. About a second and a half ran off that clock. It should be about 14.8.
I don't think they're going to move it up.
Well, I mean, they should, because he was definitely out of bounds, and that clock ran for about another second and a half. Yeah, definitely not going to look at it. So Clyde's going to keep running and now stretching out that right side. Defender in pursuit, and they brought him down inbounds. Tongi's going to have to burn a timeout.
Timeout. Now, I think you got to kick a field goal.
And that's what it looks like they're doing. So Jackson McWilliams going to be brought out for the field goal.
All right, let's see where they spot this.
But they're going
to talk it over.
We're going to step away for this quick break. We'll be right back with the last play of the first half right after this.
At Family Medicine of Tonganoxie, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 913-845-8400 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Tonganoxie, your partner for lifelong health.
All right, back here out of the timeout. The ball currently is placed at about the 16-yard line for Tongi, and it looks like they're going to come on out and they're going to kick the field goal.
He's setting it down at the 22, is that right? 23.
The 23, so this is going to be a 33-yard field goal. This will be the longest of the year for McWilliams. If he can get it up and through, it'll tie the ball game going into the locker room. Snap, hold is good. Kick is on the way for McWilliams.
He got it.
It's good! 33 yards, ties the ball game, 13 apiece.
Wow, that's great.
And again, text THS to 816-406.
Wait a minute, we got a flag.
0051. Oh, what? Well, they're talking with Troy here, so yeah, and they're saying go to the locker room. So that's going to be a penalty on Miege. So they're going to decline. Get a shot of this team. This team is playing their hearts out right now. That was a great first half, and that was a foul on Miege trying to jump over on the pile. Penalties decline. We go to halftime, 13 apiece. Tongi and Miege going into halftime. We'll be right back with the Whitebird Properties Realty Executives halftime show right after this on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Wizard of Paws, now at their newly renovated location in downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming, doggy daycare, dog obedience, and socialization classes. At Wizard of Paws, your pet will get a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. And their new facility offers amenities and space that is doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or visit their new location at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawspet.com.
Midwest Chiropractic Center in Tonganoxie is ready to get you back to being the active, energetic person you want to be. Midwest Chiropractic offers a friendly and caring environment with the most comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Dr. Robert Shook and Dr. Daniel Haug at Midwest Chiropractic Center care about your health, and their approach to care proves it. To schedule your appointment, call 913-369-0022 or visit them at mwchiropractic.com. The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. Participating in community recreation is not only fun, but also healthy and educational. The Tonganoxie Rec Commission encourages all ages and abilities to participate in recreational activities. That's why they're continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie. To see the latest sports and program offerings and to get signed up, visit them at tongirec.org or call 913-845-3502.
With the First State Bank and Trust mobile app, you can bank from anywhere. Check your balance while you're waiting in line here, or transfer funds while you're here. Forget to pay that bill? Pay it from here. Don't cut your visit short to go to the bank. Make your deposit from here. And remember, you're always welcome to bank right here. Did you know First State Bank and Trust has donated over $112,000 to Tonganoxie schools? Every time you swipe your Tonganoxie Chieftain debit card, we donate. For more information, visit us at firststateks.com. Member FDIC.
Forward-thinking fashions and fashionable formals. That's Jeannie's Formals, Fashions, and Boutique in downtown Tonganoxie. Jeannie's is Tongi's dress shop with the perfect style for your upcoming formal event, including tuxes. Jeannie's also has a huge selection of Chiefs and Chieftain gear, kids' apparels and toys, graphic tees, sublimated tumblers, and more. Stylish apparel in sizes from juniors to 3X. Stop by and see the girls at Jeannie's to get the latest fashions first. 520 East 4th Street in downtown Tongi, or on Facebook at Jeannie's Formals.
The halftime show is brought to you by White Birch Properties. Realty executives at White Birch Properties. You have a team of agents ready to help you buy or sell that next house. Their team is ready to help lead you to success in the real estate game. Visit them at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-915-0451. Chieftain Stars just doing their halftime routine and now making way for the Tonganoxie High School Marching Band to come out and do their halftime show as well. And we sit here at halftime. Who would have saw this coming? 13-13 is our score at halftime. A low-scoring affair, but more importantly, this Tonganoxie team has come out not afraid. They are up to the challenge, and I think they're giving Miege about as much as they want to handle right now.
Yeah, there's no question about that. They're playing loose and uninhibited, like we talked about, what they needed to do. And with those, if they could have just cut out one of those turnovers and some penalties, they may even be ahead at this juncture. But
yeah, they might. You know, we've seen the Chieftains really, take advantage when they've had times. Really, I think the big turning point to this game is we talk about that Sam Clydesty fumble,
right?
To where Miege covered it and they went down and scored. Since then, Clydesty has rattled off two rushes of over 50 yards that set up Tonganoxie inside the 10-yard line.
Right.
They kicked a field goal on one, which again the fans, and I think you and I included, weren't too crazy about that. Maybe like to see them be a little more aggressive, go for it on that one, but they kick it. So that made it 7-3, and then when Clydesty ripped off his second one, he punched it in himself for a touchdown, and then right there, as the clock expired, Jackson McWilliams' 33-yard field goal through the air and good, making him 4 for 4 on the year on field goals. Now 33 yards, his longest of the season by far. And I think another thing that's kind of not being given enough credit is this Chieftain defense. I mean, they have really stepped up here. And
number 63, who is that?
Nathan Smith.
Nathan Smith, I'm telling you what, Nathan has had himself a half.
Nathan Smith, got him here on the roster. 5'11", 186-pound. He's a junior. Offensive lineman and defensive end is what they have him listed here on the rosters. Haven't really seen a lot of him, although in these last 3 games, that's kind of when he's really come alive. And we saw him in that Ottawa game last week. He had a couple of tackle for losses and almost had a couple of sacks. Tonight, doing more of the same, a tackle for loss and a sack that was on 4th down that forced Miege to give the ball back to Tongi. So, I mean, it's, when you're in the postseason, you kind of need your star players to step it up, but you also need those players that,
complementary players.
Yeah, complementary players to really step up too. And Nathan Smith has definitely been doing it tonight.
He's doing his part tonight, no question about that.
He has been having a night to remember. And if, again, folks, do not forget, text THS anytime throughout the game, THS to 816-406-0051. It's our Easy Relic highlight partnership. You text THS to that number, and you get the highlight sent right to your phone. You can easily save it to your camera roll. You can save it to your video board, your folder, whatever you got to do. Because, I mean, there have been a lot of Easy Relic plays tonight. I haven't been able to keep up with all of them, but, if you see a play that your son makes out on that field or your favorite Chieftain makes out on that field, just text THS to 816-406-0051 to get that highlight sent right back to you. We're going to take another break here. We'll continue on with our White Birch Properties Realty Executives halftime show right after this on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Chiropractic Center in Tonganoxie is ready to get you back to being the active, energetic person you want to be. Midwest Chiropractic offers a friendly and caring environment with the most comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Dr. Robert Shook and Dr. Daniel Haug at Midwest Chiropractic Center care about your health, and their approach to care proves it. To schedule your appointment, call 913-369-0022 or visit them at mwchiropractic.com. The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. Participating in community recreation is not only fun, but also healthy and educational. The Tonganoxie Rec Commission encourages all ages and abilities to participate in recreational activities. That's why they're continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie. To see the latest sports and program offerings and to get signed up, visit them at tongirec.org or call 913-845-3502.
Wizard of Paws, now at their newly renovated location in downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming, doggy daycare, dog obedience, and socialization classes. At Wizard of Paws, your pet will get a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. And their new facility offers amenities and space that is doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or visit their new location at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawspet.com.
State purpose of visit.
Well, our tractor's gonna kick the bucket this year.
Searching internet for new bucket.
I don't need a bucket.
Provide bucket color preference. Red, yellow, taupe, magenta. Oh, wait. They are out of magenta.
Robots don't know you. We do.
I can do a quote on a new one.
With us, getting the right coverage starts with a conversation. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Frontier agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Everything old is new again at New Again Outdoor Furniture Restoration in Tonganoxie. Keep your furniture for generations to come with a call to New Again. They specialize in restrapping, mesh sling replacement, welding, and powder coating of all outdoor furniture. New Again has an incredible eye for detail and a passion for environmentally friendly and cost-effective furniture repair. To learn more, go to newagainpatiofurniture.com. Call 913-764-1999 or see more of their projects on Facebook. New Again Inc. in Tonganoxie.
Back here at halftime, Beatty Field, Don Funk alongside Dennis Strenner. Our Eye of the Game tonight is brought to you by Luxury and Imports of Leavenworth, family owned and operated in the area for 27 years. Luxury and Imports of Leavenworth has an impeccable reputation for customer satisfaction in sales and service. General Sales Manager Herschel McWilliams is ready to help you find your next vehicle. Go ahead and give him a call at 913-772-7200. And I think definitely without a doubt our Eye of the Game, basically our first half recap. Sam Clydesty is a bad man.
Oh, wow.
First of all, running the rock. I mean, he has just been electric tonight. I wish we were able to go back and show first half highlights, but I think that second run he had where
looked like he was stopped and he squirted out of the pile and almost took it to the house. That was incredible.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely the huge play for the Chieftains. That was right at the end of the first quarter, and then they end up scoring a touchdown a couple of plays after that. And, good couple of field goals made by Jackson McWilliams. Again, field goals in high school, especially at this level, are easier said than done. It's not very common you see a team, at the end of the half send their field goal kicker out for a 33-yard field goal.
and what's scary, he's a sophomore.
Yeah, I mean, he's a sophomore like we talked about. He's the number one ranked kicker in the class of 2024 here in Kansas. I mean, yeah, he's 2 more years with Jackson McWilliams. He's also a hell of a soccer player that we hear as well. So, and also I do want to give congratulations. The Tongi boys soccer team, they're in their postseason as well. I want to pull up the post, make sure I say this right. Back-to-back regional champs. Tonganoxie beating the Baldwin Bulldogs last night 1-0 as they advance to the quarterfinals in their playoffs. So huge congratulations to our Tongi boys soccer team.
Yeah, no question. I think the proper term is 1-0.
1-0. You know what? I had said to myself all day, I was like, when you say it, it's 1-0. It's 1-0. 1-0. So close, but nevertheless, congratulations to the boys soccer team.
And then the other thing we ought to point out now is I believe that the Chieftains know they can play with this team. So their confidence has to be soaring. and hopefully they'll come out just as energized the second half.
Oh, absolutely. Could not agree more. Yeah, you kind of going into that locker room, yet you got to feel satisfied, but not satisfied. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be happy, but cannot feel satisfied at all. You still got 2 more quarters left to play, and even more if necessary. But they're definitely playing a good game so far. And let's go ahead and check in with our halftime scores from our around the bracket matchups here in the Class 4A East Division. Number 1 seed Baser Linwood taking care of business so far, 41-8 over Labette County. St. James pitching a shutout, 42-0 against Lewisburg, the defending 4A state champions, taking care of business, I should say. The Paola Panthers up 26-7 over the Lansing Lions. KC Piper, the Pirates, up 14-0 over Coffeyville. 2 seed Chanute up 21-0 over Bonner Springs. That if Chanute ends up holding on in that one, that'll be the team that the winner of this game will go on to face at Chanute next week. So something to keep an eye on. You got the score here: 13-all Tongi and Miege, 34-6 Eudora over Ottawa, and last but not least, the Atchison Phoenix 7-0 over Fort Scott. So a little bit of a close game there for the 3 seed Atchison Phoenix, as both teams now coming out of the locker room. Tongi warming up in their end zone. Miege just coming out and warming up near midfield. About 1:20 left to go here. We're going to take our final halftime break, and we'll be right back with third quarter action right after this on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Trendy tees, fun fashions, team threads, and even candy for the kids. That's the Rustic Heifer in Tonganoxie. The Rustic Heifer is helping make Tongi a boutique lover's paradise. One of a kind, handmade, locally sourced decor, clothes, and accessories. Find the right style for a night out on the town or the best fan gear for the big game. Support local, shop local. Find them on Facebook at Rustic Heifer Boutique and Custom Gifts, or stop by 616 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Come count the ways 1866 Bar and Grill is Tongi's tastiest. Incredible selection, delicious preparation, and a beautifully designed space all make 1866 one of the area's premier eateries, delivering big city taste in a small town atmosphere. Satisfying sandwiches, sizzling steaks, the best burgers anywhere, and even lovely lemonade. See the full menu on Facebook at 1866 Bar and Grill, or order now by calling 913-369-7007. Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit LaddServiceCo.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
Thinking about starting your next home improvement project? Make sure you call 811 before you dig. Once you call 811, wait a few days for the utilities to mark your yard with paint or flags so that you don't unintentionally dig into an underground utility line. Hitting a buried line can disrupt your neighborhood's utility service, cost money to repair, or cause serious injury or death. Southern Star asks you to protect your community. Dig safely. Call 811.
That'll be interesting to see. But Miege gets a second half kickoff, right?
They do.
Yeah.
They do. Tonganoxie, again, they won the toss tonight, and they elected to receive, and so Miege will be getting the ball to start the second half here. Again, tied score 13 apiece.
Well, a big stand by the defense would go a long ways in this game.
Yeah, I mean, this, like we said, this Chieftain defense has lived up to the challenge so far, along with the rest of the team. But, I mean, that's not necessarily a surprise either. You know, defensive coordinator Matt Bond, he's been here for, I mean, he's been the definition of Chieftain football for, I mean, I can't even think how many years. You know, he's been a big staple here. And he has always had his defenses ready to go, no matter who the opponents are, no matter what the conditions are, home or away, playoff, you know, whatever it is. As Chieftains are getting fired up. Traditional Tongi jumping jacks. Clydesty and Splico, the 2 seniors, leading it in the middle. And Miege is on the sideline ready to go, and the Chieftains are ready to go as well. Again, this second half kickoff tonight brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust and Tonganoxie. Community National Bank offers a diverse mix of products and services to serve your financial needs, whether it's financing that new home, expanding your small business, or even needing assistance with your retirement plans. Learn more at communitynationalbank.net. Chieftains gathering up the kickoff team. I think I would still like to just see them give McWilliams
the green light.
The green light to just boot it out of here. Because I mean, you're playing with fire when you give me a starting field position near the 40-yard line every time, and I don't know. I'm just.
Well, it's worked for the first half, so we'll see what happens.
We'll see. As long as the defense keeps playing the way they're playing, that's got to give some confidence. Ready to start second half here. Temperatures dropping a little bit here. Now feels like 45 degrees out. Right now, still a little bit, a slight wind.
Not much.
Yeah, about 5 miles an hour is what it says here, coming out of the northwest.
Yeah.
Again, the flag out there in the north end zone, just kind of
ruffling,
fluttering slightly with the wind. And again, huge shout out to the Tonganoxie Fire Department coming out and flying the stars and stripes in that north end zone.
I like to know
every single home game.
I'd like to know how big that flag is. That is a big flag.
It's a big one for sure. And again, at the beginning of the game for the national anthem, the Tonganoxie VFW presenting the stars and stripes as well on the track. And thank you all both. As McWilliams kind of a little bit more of a line drive here, and it gets away.
He touched that, I think.
I think he did too.
I
know they're going to. Oh man, I thought he had touched it too, but too close to call from up here. Preston Troyer thought the same thing. Chieftains could have had a chance, and maybe
he's asking him about it. He's telling him that he didn't touch it, but boy, it sure looked like it.
Well, even if he didn't touch it, the chance was still there for the Chieftains to place it inside the 1 yard line, but it just rolled to the end zone. And a good awareness there by Bowen Webb.
Boy, that would have been huge if they could have got on the ball before, because that would have been Tongie's ball.
It would have been, because there was no fair catch called whatsoever, and so now Miege offense back at it, and a handoff to Birch, and that's going nowhere. Back him up.
Good job.
That loss of 2. Or maybe 1.
It's a good start. There's the Brew Crew.
Yep, the Brew Crew is here and in force tonight, sitting right in front of us. 2nd and 11 now. Armstrong looking to pass, throws it near the sideline, complete, and hit immediately.
Good job.
That's Jesse Young coming in there. Good form tackle.
Was. He broke down and wrapped him up. Come on, Chieftains, hold him. Let's go.
Chieftains looking for a huge stop here. 3rd and 5. Armstrong back to pass. Feeling the pressure, looking to run now. Gets near that marker, but I think he's going to be short. And initial spotting is short. Well, I'm sure Bishop Miege would probably elect to go for it.
I don't know.
No, they're waving him on. They're saying first down. Oh, come on.
Man.
What do you expect? I don't know. Close play there from Armstrong. They said he just got enough on the second effort reach.
Yeah, it looks like the nose of the ball maybe. Man, I thought they held him.
Well, even if they held him, it would have been 4th and inches. And
yeah.
So we'll see now. Back to
Get
Birch. Runs it to his own lineman at the line of scrimmage, but able to bounce it out for about a gain of 5 or 6. Yeah, like we talked about, in that first quarter, Aiden Wing was the starting quarterback for Miege, and then since the second quarter, it's been Mac Armstrong. And not exactly sure why Coach Holmes has gone with that. Maybe disciplinary or not. High snap there from Armstrong, but he's able to get it, and he just has to throw it away. as he's hit and brought down to the ground. Looks like Devin Splekel was there giving him some trouble in the backfield.
Splekel on the pressure for the Chieftains.
Oh, don't that better not be a freaking late call on Tongi.
I think a.
I say that better be on Miege. Or
It
there's
is.
gonna be
It is Miege. They're backing up
yeah,
Miege up.
yeah. That's.
Intentional grounding.
Oh, they're saying intentional grounding. Okay.
That's a loss of down too.
Okay.
5-yard penalty, third down.
Okay. I was worried they were going to call roughing the passer.
Yeah.
Because Armstrong was complaining, other players were complaining, and I was like, is this the Tom Brady New England Patriots or something? Like, what are we giving them a flag for?
Third down and 24.
Well, no, intentional grounding, which.
3rd and 24. They need to hold them here.
Yeah, absolutely need to hold them here. Stags have been held the past few times on 3rd down for that side of the Armstrong run here. But in the first half, held pretty much a check. And Smith coming along that sideline and chasing him down from behind. And
they got him.
They got him back out of bounds. Another tackle for loss.
Guess who?
Nathan Smith, baby. coming off that right edge, off the left tackle. Fans wanted to hold, and I quite frankly agree. It looked like he was kind of being held, but showing up the speed a little bit, getting around and chasing him down from behind. So getting him out of bounds, and it is now 4th and 21. No choice for the Stags to punt.
This is the start we wanted. The second half.
Punt is up and end over end. Clydesty to fair catch. And he does it. Chieftains are going to have great field position here taking over. 1st and 10 inside the 45-yard line near the 50. And if you're Tongan, you go down here and you score a touchdown, yeah, you're going to be feeling really, really good about your chances here throughout the rest of this ball game.
Coming out in a traditional set.
Flash the in motion, and now they hand it off to Brusvin and trying to cut it up, and it looks like he's going to be stopped for a loss on the play. Well, about 2 yards loss. Now McGraw being brought back out of the game. It looks like they're going to elect to go back to the Wildcat. Now Clydesty running himself and not getting very far there. Maybe just getting back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's what it looks
Call
like.
it 3rd and 10. If you're Tongi, you'd hate to waste that
that field position.
That opening stand in great field position, courtesy of your defense. And they're going to stay in the Wildcat. McGraw staying on the sideline. Clydesty and Brusvin in the back. Approaching 9 minutes left to play. 3rd and 10 from the 48. Clydesty, another handoff to, and look at this. Look at this.
Got a flag though.
Andrew Culver running it down inside the 10. Penalty marker though. And that is, it's going to be on Tonganoxie. Oh, yeah, Andrew Culver's sister here. Got the game, good to hear, but unfortunately it's not going to count. So we got a penalty all the way back here.
Got an illegal formation on the offense, 5-yard penalty. They shoot third down.
What?
Formation.
They've been doing that all night. Why is it a penalty now? And Preston Troyer, the offensive coordinator, he's just irate on that sideline right now. And now Al Troyer asking for an explanation of why that is. It was perfect play design. Andrew Colvert getting a handoff good for about 45 yards on the rush, but it gets wiped away. Illegal formation penalty, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 15 now for Tonganoxie. Clydesty now faking the handoff, and he's going to try to run it himself, but that's not going anywhere. And Miege is going to hold on defense, forcing the Chieftains to punt. There's number 7, Colin Williams, on the tackle. Colin Williams, he is, as we talked about, rolling putts. One of the 2 Miege players committed to play college athletics. Colin Williams is the other one committed to play football at Southeast Missouri State. Williams punts it, gets this one away, looking for a good bounce. And Wing's going to let it go, and Holthouse is going to pick it up right inside the 20-yard line.
Now we got a flag. What in the world we got going on here? It looks like it must be on Miege.
I don't know. What? I mean, traditionally, if it's a flag on a punt, I mean, it's got to be.
It looked like maybe it was a late flag.
Yeah, waiting for the call here. Maybe
the Whiteheads.
I think the Chieftains are going to have to repunt this one. Let's see, what do we have here? Can we get a call, please?
No kidding.
It's making a call. It's not the SATs out there, boys. Let's go.
Let's just hope they get it right.
Yeah, I mean, I understand taking maybe a little extra time, making a call in the playoffs, but my goodness. I come over talking to the Chieftain sideline. Now he's explaining it to them.
Illegal participation. On the receiving team, 15-yard penalty. Replay 4th down.
So 15-yard penalty on Miege, so they're going to replay 4th down. So again, it was 4th and a country mile, so this is still going to be about 4th and 6 on the play, and Tongi's going to go for it.
I like the call.
You do?
I do.
All right. Now another whistle. What do we have going on here? That's head coach John Holmes for the Bishop Miege Stags over now. He's wanting an explanation. Did we hear exactly what the penalty was on? I didn't quite understand. It was a 15-yard penalty.
Illegal participation, which means there were probably 12 men on the field, but I didn't think that was a 15-yard penalty.
No, I mean, that's what it sounded like, illegal participation. I just never heard that called as a penalty in a football game. And now they're sending McWilliams back on and looking to punt. Oh, man, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, nobody back deep. Now somebody being sent back deep. It's Aiden Wing for Bishop Miege. McWilliams now punting away. It's a nice little line drive. It's going to roll near that goal line. Clydesty gets down there. He touched it. That's got to, put him down, and they call it at the 2-yard line. Good hustle by Sam Clydesty, and good punt by Jackson McWilliams, flipping the field position.
Wow, that's awesome.
And no discussion there from the officials. Clydesty, he had the ball. He touched it out to 2. Carried it with him into the end zone and fumbled it there, but it's just all about where the ball is touched first. And had some complaints about the clock, and now this has been a wonky about last 5 minutes here.
It really has.
In this game. The Chieftain defense now back out, ready to make another stand. Miege going to be taking over, 1st and 10. Ball at their own 2-yard line. Again, just great job by Jackson McWilliams and Sam Clydesty getting down there and flipping the field position. Bishop Miege forcing them to now, if they want a touchdown, they're going to have to drive 98 yards, almost the length of the field to go get it.
Safety would be big here, too.
Safety would be huge here. We'll see what the Chieftains draw up, and Miege, they're going to pass it. Throwing it down the field. He's looking for Bowen Webb, and he's open, and he catches it. He gets by Jesse Young, and Bowen Webb is down right near the 50-yard line. Oh, and that's a killer right there.
That was a good throw.
46 yards game when it's all said and done. So now 1st and 10 from the 2 turns into 1st and 10 from the 49. Armstrong to Bowen Webb as he just got past Jesse Young there. Pitch out to Birch, and yeah. Parents wanting a holding call there near that left side of the line. Again, working down there. It's Nathan Smith. Armstrong now taking the snap, and he's just going to throw it out to the flat to Birch and make it Splinkle miss and plant the foot, and just great running there by Jalen Birch as he picks up the 1st down. Now you can kind of start to feel the momentum, start to swing here towards the Stags. Going with a little bit of hurry up here now. Armstrong looking deep again for Bowen Webb again. This time not able to connect, incomplete.
Pass ball's incomplete, intended for Bowen Jones. Jesse Young in coverage.
Webb had a little bit of separation again there, but just a little bit too far out in front for him to make the catch. Now the up-tempo offense for the Stags will slow down here. 2nd and 10, ball at the 32-yard line. Quick throw out to right. He's brought down pretty quick.
Pass complete, 2-yard gain on the play. Bring up 3rd down and 8.
Another 3rd and long here with Bishop Miege, 3rd and 8. Can use another Nathan Smith sack here.
It would be huge.
Let's see what the Chieftain defense draws up, and Coach Bond loves to stunt here on 3rd and long. Now Armstrong stepping up in the pocket, throwing it to his receiver, bobbles it and drops it incomplete. Oh, that was 6 easily. Oh my goodness, that was. I think he was looking for right again. Not able to haul it in, just hit him right between the numbers. Great throw by Armstrong.
It really was.
To say the least, but he bobbled it, and the Chieftain defender along that far side able to just kind of maybe swat it down too, but Chieftains very, very lucky on that one. Now it's going to bring up 4th and 8. And Bishop Miege is going to go for it. 5:04 left to go here in the 3rd.
Need to stand here, boys.
The Tongi crowd now starting to get into it. Clean pocket for Armstrong. Looking, throwing over the middle. Going up to catch, and it is complete to Rowan Putz. That's going to pick up the 1st down. Good awareness there by Mac Armstrong. Rolling out to his left and throwing back over the middle of the field, and good catch. Rowan Putz going up and catching it. Now back with the up-tempo to Birch. Stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
Colton Bruisman on stop for the Chieftains.
Armstrong Bubble screen out to the receiver. He collects it. It's right and hit out of bounds. Hit hard, too.
I think that was Wyatt.
Pass complete. 6-yard gain on the play. Bring up 3rd down 4.
Now 3rd down and 3 here. Ball placed. It's like right at the 5-yard line. You got to imagine, or not just imagine, you just got to know this is 4-down territory for Bishop Miege.
They're not going to get the game.
No, that's.
What happened?
I think they started the play clock a little bit too early there. Anyways, got it set now, and here we go, rolling. 4:21 left to go. Now hand it to Birch, trying to break through. And near that goal line, I think they're going to say he was down just short. So that'll bring up 4th down.
Get a goal line stand here.
Actually, he picked up the 1st down. Just needed to get to the 1-yard line. So, yeah, definitely a tough position here for the Chieftains. Birch up the middle, jumping over and in for the touchdown for Bishop Miege.
Well, the Chieftains had a great opportunity.
Yes, they did, but Miege, they started this drive at the 2-yard line, and after a big completion to Bowen Webb, sets them up in midfield, and shortly after that, they find themselves in the end zone for 6, now pinning the extra point from Neenan. The kick is up, and it is good. That's going to make it a 20-13 ball game. Chieftains going to get the ball back to try to answer right after this here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
For more than 50 years, Dr. Richard Dean has been the name Tonganoxie trusts to keep you seeing your best. At Tonganoxie Eye Care, Dr. Dean and Dr. Caitlin Volk know that healthy vision is about more than just seeing 20/20. Whether you're just turning 5 or closer to 65, the doctors at Tonganoxie Eye Care will help you make sure that your vision is clear for the classroom, in the office, on the field, or just relaxing with friends. Tonganoxie Eye Care has a wide range of frames in the showroom, and you can even get prescription sunglasses in your favorite styles. Call 913-845-2030 to book your appointment. Tonganoxie Eye Care, the clear choice for your vision health.
Back here out of the timeout, Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan after the Miege touchdown by Jalen Birch for the 1-yard rush. It makes it a 20-13 ball game. 4:01 left to go here in the 3rd quarter, and Tonganoxie is going to be getting the ball back, looking to answer. Kick it off end over end, and it goes to Clydesty. He takes it right around the 15-yard line. He's going to try to bring it out, trying to avoid the tacklers, and there's just about 6 white jerseys in the area as they swallow him up and bring him down. Just past the 20-yard line, and that is where Tonganoxie will take over. This offense is in desperate need of a big play here.
Yeah, a nice sustained drive would be nice. It ends in points.
And you cannot afford to go 3 and out here and give the ball back to Miege and possibly watch this game get out of hand. Already down by 7. And they're going to hand off up the middle to Bruisman. It's just not going anywhere with the running game so far here. Crashing down on that number 59. It was John Sebus. No gain on the run. 2nd and 10 now. Clydesty trying to take it, and The Chieftain offense is just not going anywhere so far here after the first 2 possessions here in the second half, and that's going to bring them another 3rd and long here. They're going to stay with the Wildcat. Trevor McGraw not being put out there. Play clock running down here now, under 5 seconds left to go, and you'd hate to burn a timeout this early on, and that's what Tonganoxie is going to have to do. And definitely not the start that the Chieftain offense was looking to get out to here to start the second half.
Wizard of Paws, now at their newly renovated location in downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming, doggy daycare, dog obedience, and socialization classes. At Wizard of Paws, your pet will get a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. And their new facility offers amenities and space that is doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or visit their new location at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawspet.com.
After being forced to burn a timeout here, it'll be 3rd and about 12.
Yeah, Trevor McGraw's back in there, so I would look for a pass.
Yeah, kind of probably gives it away. So the passing down and motion Clydesy now back in the backfield, and they fake the handoff to him, and he's going to try to throw it long and deep, and
caught.
It is caught! Isaiah Holthouse!
Great catch.
What a terrific play there by Isaiah Holthouse, and that gives us Chieftain offense new life near the 50.
Huge play.
McGraw feeling the pressure, too. Again, the sophomore just standing in there and then letting it fly down.
He was fearless there.
A couple of Miege players in the area, but Holthouse going up and high pointing it.
Yeah, great play on both ends.
Now Chieftains need to keep riding this momentum here. 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Low snap, and McGraw collects. Now he's throwing it. Looking back down deep for Clydesy, and he comes back and catches it. Shaking off some defenders right at the 25. Look at the effort. And where's the flag on that?
Yeah, 33 pulled his helmet off.
Jesse Young just got his helmet pulled off. Delonzo Bagley, number 33 from Miege. Oh, you got to be kidding me. I mean, no question, Young coming down to block, and Bagley grabbed him by the face mask and ripped his helmet off.
I think he actually grabbed him by the back of his helmet, but it was still a penalty.
Yeah, I mean, it should have been, but whatever. Now hand it off to Brusman, trying to cut it up, and he just cannot get the running game going here in the second half.
I'm sure that was a point of emphasis for the Stags at halftime to minimize the Chieftains' run game.
Well, I'm sure it was. Do we have a flag on the play?
I didn't see one.
I heard. Oh, what?
Got a hold on a defense.
Yeah.
10-yard penalty. Can I put 120 back on the clock?
See, I think that was part of it. The clock kept running, but we also did have a penalty flag. I didn't see the flag come in. So
I didn't either, but it was definitely holding's the easiest thing, the least thing you could have called on that.
Yeah,
that should have been a personal foul. You rip a guy's helmet off. I mean, come on.
Well, that was a play after, so I mean, I don't think that's what they called the penalty on, but maybe a makeup call
could be
to that. So, but we'll see. So 1st and 5 here for Tongi, and throw on another flag. Now that's got to be on Miege.
Yeah, I don't know. They're pointing at the Chieftains.
Oh, come on. So that's 2 times now in this game.
Replay, second down.
that the Miege defense has just been able to cross over the neutral zone, and it's somehow a false start. But anyways. You heard that too, right?
Yeah, the Chieftains need to take advantage of this field position.
Yeah, so now we're back 1st and 10 now. Back at square one. We're under a minute to go here in the third, getting ready to head towards the fourth quarter. Clydesdale back in motion in the backfield with Bruisman and McGraw. Now faking the handoff again, throwing it down deep. Holthouse is open. Touchdown, Tonganoxie!
Yes.
Yes, sir! Isaiah Holthouse is a bad man, baby.
Trevor McGraw made a whale of a throw right there, too. He put it right where his man could get it.
Without a doubt. 2 great catches by Holthouse, 2 great throws by McGraw. And the Chieftains are an extra point away from tying this ball game. Crucial extra point here. Snap and hold. Kick is up, and it is good. Automatic McWilliams. And we still have a ball game getting close to the end of the fourth quarter. 20-20 is our score. 44 seconds left to go here in the third. We'll be right back right after this on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Forward-thinking fashions and fashionable formals. That's Jeannie's Formals, Fashions, and Boutique in downtown Tonganoxie. Jeannie's is Tongi's dress shop with the perfect style for your upcoming formal event, including tuxes. Jeannie's also has a huge selection of Chiefs and Chieftain gear, kids' apparels and toys, graphic tees, sublimated tumblers, and more. Stylish apparel in sizes from juniors to 3X. Stop by and see the girls at Jeannie's to get the latest fashions first. 520 East 4th Street in downtown Tongi, or on Facebook at Jeannie's Formals.
Back here after the Isaiah Holthouse touchdown, his second touchdown reception of the year. And he was a big part in that scoring drive for the Chieftains. I say tied this game back up 20 apiece. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. And this has been a whale of the ball game so far. Tonganoxie's been hanging in there with the big dogs. Now McWilliams teeing it up, ready to kick it off, and again another kind of line drive bullet, and it goes right to the returner, and he's going to take it, and they're going to bring him down right at about the 25-yard line. Excuse me, 35-yard line. The Tongi defense rolling back out there, looking to get a stop here and get the ball back to their offense. Oh my goodness, I'm already kind of a little exhausted. This game has just been
emotional.
Yeah, it has. And out to Birch, trying to get things started, and he's going backwards. Chieftain defense swallows him up for a loss.
Yeah, no gain at all.
And that could be the last play of the third quarter. Miege does not have to run another play. About 12-second difference on the play clock and game clock.
They're going to, though.
That's what it looks like. Armstrong getting them right back up to the line, and he's looking to throw it down deep. Screen. Played out perfectly, but covered perfectly.
Yes.
Andrew Colbert coming from behind and wrapping him up. Good job reading the defense there.
Four's up
here in Tonganoxie. Tied score 20-20. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter right after this. You're watching Chieftain Playoff Football on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
At Family Medicine of Tonganoxie, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 913-845-8400 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Tonganoxie, your partner for lifelong health.
For more than 20 years, Kevin Gallagher with American Family Insurance has been serving area families and businesses. As members of your community, Kevin and his staff understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted neighbors and friends. With locations in Tonganoxie and Kansas City, the Kevin Gallagher Agency is building stronger partnerships. Get a quote today by calling 913-369-4444. That's 913-369-4444. Home, life, auto, farm, and more. The Kevin Gallagher Agency, American Family Insurance.
All right, crashing out of the timeout here. Fourth quarter ready to go here. 20-20 is our score. Miege with the ball. About 3rd and 5. And they snap to Armstrong and throwing it out quick to Bowen Webb on the quick slant. Breaking a tackle, now getting out in open field and takes it up. It gets out of bounds. At the 26-yard line, shoved out of bounds by Wyatt Harris. Just a quick curl, simple curl route right there.
He was wide
open.
open.
Webb. Now hand off to Birch, plants his foot, gets upfield, shooting the gap, and take it for a nice gain, about 9 yards.
Birch on the carry. Devin Sprinkle on stop for the Chieftains.
Again, sticking with the
Second and 2.
little bit of the up tempo here. Armstrong gets his offensive line set. Now he calls for the ball, and he's going to drop back, looking to pass, feeling the pressure. Now scrambling out, throwing to the end zone, and it's going to bounce on the turf, incomplete.
Flag on the play.
And there was a penalty flag. Could be a possible holding. Just have to see who the holding is on. And they're talking over to the Tongi sideline, so that is an encouraging sight.
Holding on the offense, number 51, 2-yard penalty, 3-play second down.
Jackson Osher. Miege backing them up 10 yards. Oh, close to about 2nd and 15. Ball spotted at the 31-yard line. And a huge chance here for the Chieftains to get a big stop here. Armstrong taking the snap, clean pocket, looking to throw. He's got it downfield. He's got a receiver open. And good defense by Wyatt Harris, incomplete.
That was awesome defense.
You know, that was one of our keys to the game earlier on, is that this secondary has to play on and play strong, play assignment sound. And outside of the big reception to Bowen Webb, you know, this secondary has lived up to the test pretty much so far.
Incompletion will bring up 3rd down.
Huge play here. 3rd and 15 from the 31-yard line.
Chieftains need a stop here.
Again, in this part of the field, probably 4-down territory for the Stags. Got a whistle on the field and
timeout.
Timeout Miege. Both teams going to be left with 2 timeouts for the remainder of this ball game. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with more action right after this on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Coordinates of new land acquisition.
Oh, you know that big oak tree that got struck by lightning?
Negative.
The barn with the funny cow mural?
Negative.
One-eyed scarecrow?
Negative.
Giant water tower? You're not from here, are you?
I've never seen him.
Robots don't know you. We do.
Hey, how's your dad doing?
For over 80 years, we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Frontier agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
Back here at Beatty Field, huge play here. 3rd and 15 from the 31-yard line. The Tonganoxie defense looking for a signature stop here that can send this crowd in a frenzy. Armstrong back to throw. Nathan Smith getting pressure, throwing it down the field. Incomplete over his receiver. So he was looking for Tommy Wright. Nathan Smith again getting back there, getting pressure on Armstrong.
He is having a night.
Yeah, kudos to that young man. He has been playing, without a doubt, his best game of the year on the defensive side of the ball. And he has just been playing his heart out along with the rest of his teammates. And this is going to bring up 4th and 15, and like we said, Miege, they're going to go for it.
Well, they're out of field goal range, and they're on the plus side of the field, so yeah, I think that's probably makes sense.
Very good. Now the Tongi crowd starting to get pumped up into it. Jackson McWilliams telling them, come on. The Chieftain sideline getting them. And now a Tongi.
Tongi call a timeout.
Tongi called a timeout.
Coach Bond must have seen something he didn't like.
Yeah, so taking the quick timeout there. So now the only thing to keep in mind is that Tonganoxie is only going to have one timeout for the rest of this game. 10:53 left to go in the 4th, and just depending on how a couple things swing their way, that could be fine, or they could end up to bite them in the rear end as we continue on in this ball game.
Yeah, that'll definitely curtail their clock management ability.
And then that takes you back to when the first timeout had to be called when Tongi was on offense and they couldn't get the play call and on the field. So yeah, definitely. Even the littlest things is when even timeouts. They're so crucial in these tight playoff games like this. So Miege is left with 2 and Tongi is left with 1. 4th and 15 for Miege coming up. And now the crowd now starting to get back into it. Trying to create as much noise as they can. Armstrong audibly at the line. Now he's ready to pass as he gets. Dropping back, now stepping up, looking to throw it downfield. Bowen Webb is open. And it's caught for a touchdown. On 4th and 15, they go the distance, in for the touchdown.
That one hurt.
And stunned silence here on this Tongi sideline.
Well, they're just going to have to come back and answer.
Yeah, without a doubt. But that was Jesse Young again, getting lost in coverage, and Bowen Webb getting in front of him and just kind of boxing him out like a basketball player and just jumping up and snagging that pass down. And a huge killer here for the Chieftains, and the extra point is up, and it is good. That's going to make it a 27-20 ball game. Yeah, Chieftains definitely going to have to answer here. 10:45 left to go here. Miege taking the lead after the Bowen Webb touchdown from Mac Armstrong.
Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance, local, independent, serving you.
Back here ready to resume action in the 4th quarter. 27-20 is our score. Miege taking the lead after Armstrong hooks up with Bowen Webb for about a 45-yard touchdown catch. Miege now kicking off to Tongi. Clydesdale Harris back to return, and it's going to go ahead and go to Sam, trying to follow his blockers, get a huge return. Had a huge gap there, but he goes the other way, and he gets tripped up past the 25 and down to about the 27. Chieftains will be taking over 1st and 10, 10:39 left to go. Yeah, they definitely need a touchdown here to tie this ball game back up.
Yeah, they need to answer. They need to manage down and distance, too. They stay out of those 3rd and longs.
Miege going to be bringing
They're
the run
the
blitz,
box.
and
they did.
They give it to Moo, and crazy play there. Kind of high-low on Clydesty, going helicopter there, but picks up a yard. Yeah, I mean, Tongi in that last drive, they found their success through the air. You know, and I would just keep going with that right now.
Well, you could see how Miege was stacking the box.
Yeah. I mean, 8 players in the box for Miege. I mean, they're just daring them. Now McGraw looking to pass, feeling the pressure, rolling out, throwing on the run to Clydesty. He caught it for about a couple more yards, but it's still going to bring up about 3rd and 7. I like 3rd and 6. Would this be 4th down territory if you're Tonganoxie?
I'm not sure. There's still 10 minutes to play, or 9 minutes to play.
McGraw standing in there, firing, incomplete. Well, we're about to find out here, and they're sending McWilliams on, so they're got a punt.
Well, you're only down 1 score, so you got to believe that your defense can stop them.
Yeah, it's just hard when they're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. Under 10 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter of a playoff game. It's hard to waste those possessions like that. McWilliams punts it away and bounces and dives down. Miege is going to be taken over right near the 35-yard line.
Down on the 32. Bishop Miege will take over 1st and 10.
Well, if the Chieftains are going to have a chance to pull this one out, they're going to need to stop on this drive.
If you're Miege, no need to feel in a hurry on this drive. About 9 minutes left to go and sitting with a 7-point lead. Got to be a heavy dose of the run, and that's exactly what they go with here to Birch.
Yeah, that's nice gang tackling there.
Maybe try to strip that ball out.
1 yard gain on the play, brought down by a host of Chieftains. Devin Speakley on the stop, 2nd and 9.
I'm going to say he actually gained a yard on that, so 2nd and 9, high snap. Armstrong's able to collect, now fleeing the pocket, directing traffic downfield, and he's just going to run with it. And right near the 1st down marker, and they're going to say he picked up the 1st down on that scramble. He's set now. Jensen set in motion, and the quick toss out to Birch, and he hits the hole hard, and he scampers through for about 3 yards on the carry.
Sam Clydesty on the stop for the Chieftains. 4 yard gain on the play, bring up 2nd and 6.
You can kind of feel the energy that was in the stadium kind of slowly die out now as Nathan Smith again putting pressure, but Armstrong just heaving it down the field, and Jensen is right there, and yeah, that just might be
the dagger.
That might just be the dagger there. Huge play there, Armstrong to Jensen.
Pass complete to David Jensen. Touchdown, Miege.
And a touchdown for Bishop Miege. And And the Chieftains are now in deep trouble here.
Down 2 scores with under 8 minutes to play. But if I know Al Troyer's team, they're not going to quit.
No, definitely not going to quit. High snap, but brought down in time, and it is good. That's going to make it a 14-point ball game, 34-20. We'll be right back with more fourth quarter action right after this on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
Back here in the fourth quarter, Bayfield on Funk alongside Dennis Drennan, 7:47 left to go. In the fourth quarter, Bishop Miege back-to-back touchdown drives gives them the lead, 34-20. If you're Tongi, you would almost need a kick return here to need a really, really quick score. So they kick it off and they give it to Wyatt Harris. He is the only Chieftain with a kickoff return this year, and he's not going to get one here. Just shy of the 20-yard line is where they bring him down. And this Tongi offense, they're going to have to work fast. And they got some ground to make up here. Down 14, 7:41 left to go, and only one timeout.
They're going to have to throw the ball. They can't afford to run it.
Yep.
They don't have the luxury of time.
First and 10 from the 19-yard line, and they are going to run it off that left side, and there's Welsh just coming through and blowing it up.
Bruce on the carry. Jake Walsh on the stop for the Stags. No gain on the play. Bring up 2nd and 10.
And Colton Brusman has just not been able.
Well, he didn't have a chance there.
No.
That linebacker came through untouched.
Yeah, that was Welsh again, and he's one of the most highly talented linebackers on this whole team. And as a senior, I got to imagine he will be playing on at the next level after this, joining Colin Williams and Rowan Putz. Now, 2nd 10, McGraw heaving it again downfield for Holthouse. Can we get a flag, please? Thank you. Well, pass interference going to be called there on Bishop Miege, so Tongi will gain 15 yards on that. Back in coverage there. That was Jack Byard for the Stags. What could we possibly be taking this long to discuss?
Pass interference on the defense, 20 white.
Good job. We knew that like 30 seconds ago. All right.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Yeah. All right. I mean, good God. Again, it's not like in the NFL where it's a spot foul. It's just a 15-yard penalty. And on. So it should be automatic first down. There we go.
Penalty against the Stags will bring up 1st and 10 for the Chieftains. 35.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Preston Troyer making the calls here, I mean, that's just what you got to keep on doing. Just keep firing the ball downfield and hope either you get the big completions or pass interference. They go with an outside zone run along that left side. And again, not going anywhere. And every time they run the ball, it's not doing them any favors. That clock continuing to run. And again, just no urgency, no.
I definitely think they should be going with some tempo here because they're down 2 scores.
Yeah, come on. We got to go here, boys. I don't throw in the flag, just the towel just yet. Let's fight. Under 6:30 left to go here. McGraw again, another handoff up the middle. Brusman finding some room, lowering the shoulder and getting near that first down marker. And he picked it up, so that's going to give him a fresh set of downs.
6.5 yard gain on the play.
I don't understand this. Man, there is no urgency whatsoever from this offense.
Brusman's carry good for a first down.
Clock continues to run after the first down run by Colton Brusman. Chieftains need to start airing it out down the field, and that's what they're going to do here. McGraw throwing out, and he gives it to Class D, and he dropped it incomplete. So incomplete pass, but that will stop the clock. 5:57 left to go.
Another good throw by the sophomore.
Well, and McGraw, he has had plenty of good throws throughout this contest tonight. That's just been spectacular. RPO now over the middle to Culver.
Play.
McGraw's pass complete to Andrew Culver, flag on play.
That's like the initial call is going to be holding.
Got holding on the offense, number 58.
It's Aiden McIntosh, the center.
Repeat second down.
That one hurts.
Second and 20 now. And that clock continuing to run here. 5:45 left to go. McGraw looking to pass. Pocket collapsing over the middle to Culver. Wasn't quite ready for it. Almost hauled it in, but it eventually falls incomplete.
Another good throw, though.
And now Messersmith, the lineman, up hobbling after that. And helped off the ground by number 82, Justin Walls from Miege. And McGraw looking to pass. He's looking for a Holthouse again, trying to go up. Bats it down, incomplete, but another flag comes in. And it looks like it's going to be pass interference again.
Got another flag back here.
And 2 penalty flags, one near.
I think I'm going to call lineman downfield maybe.
Illegal man downfield.
You gotta be
on the offense.
Crapping me, man.
On the defense, number 20.
So those penalties will offset.
We'll replay third down.
Like it never happened.
He got that ball out so quick. Like how does a player even get a lineman get too far downfield in that span? I mean,
it's not like it was a screen.
Oh, man. There we go again, 3rd and 20. McGraw in the backfield by himself, having to just get it away quick as Miege was closing in on him, and they wrap him up for a loss. And things are starting to look pretty grim here for the Chieftains, as they're going to punt the ball away again. Williams taking the snap, and he punts it away, and die out right around the 41-yard line. That is where Miege will take over. And folks, don't forget to stick around after this game concludes for our Tonganoxie Sports Live post-game show. We'll have hopefully our interview with head coach Al Troyer after the game's all said and done, and hopefully it'd be nice if we'd be talking about a come-from-behind victory, but I don't know, looking unlikely right now, but never say never, right?
Nope, the Chieftains need to take the ball away.
And Miege is looking to run the ball here. Birch being run down from behind by Splekel, breaks that tackle, but can't escape from Andrew Colvert. He brings him down for a loss. Miege, no hurry whatsoever, just letting that clock bleed down. Play clock just now under 20 seconds. I take snap, handoff up the middle to Birch. Hips a huge gap now running down the field inside Chieftain territory. Gets past McGraw. And gets taken out of bounds. Huge run there by Jalen Birch, taking it up to the 20-yard line. And getting out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock. First and 10 snap. Armstrong pulling it out and throwing wide receiver screen near the line of scrimmage and hit hard near the sideline.
Pass complete. Tackle made on the play by Devin Splekel. Second down and 5.
Letting that clock run down as much as they can. 4 on the play clock, and they finally snap it up the middle. Looks like Garcia running up.
Jalen Birch on the carry. Short game, bring up third down.
That was Jalen Birch.
22.
No, I was right. That was Garcia. Coach Loomis faked me out over the PA. Takes that for a minimal game. Going to be about 3rd and 4. For Miege, and they're about a couple.
They're a first down away from victory formation, it looks like.
Yep. And he's up the middle. Birch again. Breaks the initial tackle, and he gets past the sticks. First down, Miege. Yeah, this could be the end here. Wyatt Harris losing the helmet, so he's got to come out for a play. Trevor McGraw coming in to replace him. The official gives the signal. Let the clock start running again. Player sent in motion, running it right up the middle with Birch, bouncing it outside, trying to get past Clydesty, and he actually lost the ball, and Clydesty falls on it and recovers it. So.
Awesome.
Devin Schlickel was there maybe to punch that ball out, so Tongie's going to be taking over 1st and 10. At the 2, looks like at the nose of the ball right near the 3-yard line. 1:33 left to go here, so this is kind of a drive for something that's just positive to end this game on. Yeah, I think something we're in our post-game interview with Coach Schroyer as Classy takes it out of the Wildcat and is able to get out of the end zone just barely. Looks like he might have lost maybe a half a yard on that. But when we talk to Coach Schroyer here in a little bit, I cannot imagine him just being anything but proud of his team tonight. Even though they might have come up
a little short
on the losing end. I mean, this was a great, valiant effort by his team through the first 3 quarters of tonight. And again, they're going to come up short. Unfortunately, here in the end, as we're now under a minute. Well, honestly, we'll see if Coach Schroyer comes up or not. Again, this is, like we talked about, it's that emotional moment for those seniors. So if he elects to stay down there and take it in with them, we are not going to hold that against him whatsoever.
Nope.
So
he owes that to
we'll
the
see.
seniors.
He does, absolutely. And we'll just see what happens here about the final play here. Now Classy just trying to do something special here, but he's going to get wrapped up and brought down near the 10-yard line.
Thank you to everyone from THS and Bishop Miege here in attendance tonight for being such great fans.
And that is going to do it for the ball game tonight. Tonganoxie, through 75% of the game, played their hearts out and kept it close, but Miege able to pull away there at the end with 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And Bishop Miege will come out victorious, and they will advance next week to take on the Chanute Blue Comets. As both teams and players meet at midfield. And there's Coach Holmes in the red, and like we talking about now, Coach Bond and Coach Grunhard right there shaking hands and making it up. Good effort from his team. Final score tonight, Bishop Miege 34, Tonganoxie 20. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with our postgame show right after this. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna keep it here because I don't know. Maybe there's viewers out there that couldn't make it tonight. If you or a loved one have one of the seniors tonight that just played their last high school game,
it's an emotional time.
Yeah, it's an emotional time. I don't want to take that away from anybody. So we'll go ahead and we'll just keep it here. We've given our sponsors plenty of love throughout the night. Yeah, it's an emotional time as they tip their caps to the band one last time. The seniors. And nothing but proud for this 2021 squad. It was an off year for them. They'll finish with an overall record of 4-5.
They were a better team than that, though.
They were a better team than their record, indeed. Really throughout the year, they were in a lot of games. Maybe, there's probably 1, maybe 2 that they should have lost. That first game against Baser Linwood, and I don't know, maybe that Spring Hill game, but they were still in position to win that game as well. So
I went to overtime.
Yeah, they went to overtime. It was a tough season, a lot of up and downs.
Coach Troyer's going to have a word with them.
Yeah, this is a hard time. When the realization kind of sinks in with you that when you're a senior and you've played your last down here on this turf at this field in front of these fans. It's hard, and it's something you'll look back, even years after it's done, you'll be saying, God, I wish I could just do it one more time. Speaking from experience, but Coach Troyer, he's given a nice talk to his team, and you also got to remember, it's not just the players, too. There's 2 senior managers down there as well. Been doing it for 4 years, and that's tough, too. I mean, when you devote, you got to remember that,
that's a commitment.
I mean, this Al Troyer football team, it is not just a August to October, early November ball club. No, sir. I mean, that's not how it works. I mean, the season is over now for 2021, but in a couple weeks, the season for 2022 is going to start. So there's a lot of off-season conditioning throughout the winter after school, about 2-3 times a week. And they'll do that all the way through the rest of the school year, and then they'll go on summer break. They'll have about 8 or 9 days total, and then next thing you know, they're going to be getting ready for a jamboree or KU camp, and it's a long.
That's on again.
And it goes again. It's a long, it's a long grind, for sure, and that's not meant for everybody. So I mean, especially if you're 4 years in this program, that's a lot of commitment.
Yeah, it is a commitment. Not sure we'll get coached tonight, but I certainly understand.
I'm gonna take our microphone down here in case we do.
You hear the tape coming off of the mic.
Yeah, sorry about that, folks, if the tape was a little loud, but we do what we have to do here at Tonganoxie Sports Live. That's our field mic that we take down for our interviews with Coach Troyer, but yeah, he doesn't look in any hurry to get up in the press box tonight. I do not. I don't blame him a single bit because I probably do the same thing. You can see it. Now the families of
the
seniors are coming out onto the field, and yeah, definitely does not look like we're going to get that post-game interview with head coach Al Troyer. But again, can't be mad about it. Can't blame him.
No,
necessarily. Take in these final moments with these seniors and with your team. Again, for this Chieftain team, nothing to hang your head on because this was a really promising performance. We talked about this was the 3rd playoff matchup between Tonganoxie and Miege, and in the past couple years it had not been too great for Tongi. I believe first year they played 2 years ago in 2019. I think Miege won. I believe it was like 50-14 was the final score of that, and last year they played 30-7 was the final score, and tonight 34-20. So I mean, you could see it every single year. It seems like they gain a step on Miege. So,
it's awesome. You see the whole coaching staff loving on those seniors.
Yep,
it's awesome.
It's a very, very touchy moment down there, and it was a great year for the squad. They were definitely not a 4-4 team coming into this game, and 4-5 overall. After it all, they were definitely a better team. They had some growing pains throughout the year, and that's another thing that we can talk about is that this team, while they had some key senior pieces this year that are now officially, moved on for next year. I mean, they still got some young guys that are coming up.
No question.
You think Trevor McGraw now finally getting his first full year starting varsity as a sophomore under his belt now. So
we've kind of seen him growing up.
Yeah, we have, and we saw it tonight. I mean, there were times when Miege, like we talked about, they were stacking the blocks, they were bringing the run blitz, and he took that 3-4 step drop back, and he just threw it down the field. Man, he made some great throws, including on that touchdown drive in the second half, the touchdown pass to Holthouse. I mean, he's
fearless in the pocket. That stands out to me. That's unusual for an underclassman to be that poised in the pocket.
I agree. Absolutely. And just keep going down the list. You're going to have Colton Brusman coming back next year as well. He had a great season.
McWilliams will be back.
Year. Jackson McWilliams will be back as a junior. Jack Messersmith, he made some plays. Nathan Smith, who we saw this tonight, especially
saw him come of age tonight.
Some big games, yeah. Well, he's gonna be back. Isaiah Holthouse, he'll be back too. The dude's only a sophomore, so
wow.
I mean, you potentially you think about this, and Brusman is a sophomore as well. So you think about this for the next 2 years. You got McGraw at quarterback, Brusman as your running back, and you can have Isaiah Holthouse as your receiver. So I mean, that could be your 3 cornerstones for this offense for the next 2 years at least.
Yep.
And they're only gonna grow, and they're only gonna mature.
Get better.
After this, Wyatt Harris, who was big on defense this year, leading the team in total tackles, he'll be back next year as well.
Yep.
And the list just goes on and on and on. There will be some new guys that we didn't see a lot of this year that we will see a lot more of next year as well. And so that is that. Things kind of starting to carry on here. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up our broadcast here. And again, just while I have a moment, personally, I do want to say, thank you to these seniors out here, because I know it's hard what you guys have had to go through. If you've been there for 4 years, it's hard. It's not easy. It's not for everybody, but you made a commitment and you stuck with that commitment. And that really shows. And I know from my time playing with Tongi, it was a great experience. Made a lot of great friends along the way, and I'm sure these boys did the exact same thing. And then when it was all said and done, they got to play some football together on Friday night under the lights. So I think my hat's off to them, the 2 senior managers, and thank you for all your work that you've done with this team. And that is going to do it for our coverage of Tonganoxie Chieftain football here on Tonganoxie Sports Live for this 2021 season.
It's been fun, partner.
It has been fun. We will be back though. We're going to be off for about a month or so, and we will be back for the start of basketball season. So all the way until then, alongside all my partners at the Harris Media Services, my boss BJ Harris for making all of this happen, all of our sponsors, the athletic director Cody Witt, head principal Mark Ferrer here at Tongi for giving us a privilege to cover these games alongside my partner. I think he's coming up here.
Oh, we may get Coach. All right.
He is coming.
That's awesome.
All right, so hold the phone here. We are actually going to get
Coach Troyer.
An interview with Coach Troyer. Extra surprise here. Hi.
Hey, Coach.
Hey, Coach. And again, thank you for taking the time to come up tonight. We figured you would take the time tonight to enjoy the seniors. We were going to say, hey, it's okay, no problem.
I talked to all the seniors. I'm going to go back down here.
Yeah, I saw you loving on them.
Yeah, it's always, you just think for what they did. They've been brought up in the system, so they know this is hard.
Yeah. You got to be proud of that effort tonight.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We talked about before the game, Coach Blazek came and talked to him, and we were all about TNT, it's toughness and team.
Yeah.
And we showed that tonight.
Yeah, you did.
And, the kids did a great job, great heart. They fought to the end. We were in the game right to the end. Fourth and forever, and they scored. Ball game was tied, and, it's just a few things here and there. I mean, we were right there. So. So, and Sam had a great game.
Didn't he?
Man, just fighting and comes out and fumbles on the first drive, and then just hey, I'm gonna take it on my shoulders.
Yeah,
I don't know how many yards he had in the first half, but it had to be 150 or more.
Well, that's what we were talking about when he came alive after that. I said, I think that fumble lit a fire.
I think it did too. Like I said, week in and week out, we play a faceless opponent, and these guys may have been small. Every week in and week out, the field was tilted in the other team's favor in size-wise, and I tell them every day, you can't measure heart.
That's right.
And they showed their heart tonight.
Absolutely. Again, quarterback Trevor McGraw as a sophomore, we've seen him mature throughout this whole entire season. I think tonight he took another big step, as the future leader of this team for at least the next 2 years, hopefully.
Absolutely. You can't go. You got Trevor, you got Isaiah.
Yeah.
You've got we got young linemen coming back. Bruisevin, starting his sophomore. So we got a young team, and we're gonna develop, and they know what's ahead of them.
Yeah.
They know what we look like and who we are and what we do.
What kind of example did these seniors set for these underclassmen to help set them up for further success in the years to come?
It's like tradition never graduates. It's
Right.
It's just year in and year out. So people surprise you. You don't know who's going to be the leader of the next year.
Right.
You have an idea, but when you have guys like this group of seniors that stepped up into a role that you didn't know how it was going to be, and they did a great job.
Yeah, they did.
They came up and they led, and they had some fire. We had some adversity at first, with the 2 losses early, and our record doesn't show who we were. I mean, we were one play away. It's just we talk about the little things. Winning and losing is a fine line.
It is.
And we've just got to get back over the top with the team we got coming up. But these seniors did a great job.
Absolutely. This 2021 squad definitely had a lot of ups and a lot of downs, like you said. The record might say 4-5 at the end, but this definitely was not a 4-5 team.
Nope.
How are you always going to remember this 2021 squad?
Just their heart, their fight. If you look at them right now, you're going, man, how did this team win 4 games? Or how were they in all 9 ball games?
Right.
And we were never out of a ball game, not one.
Nope.
That we didn't have the opportunities to be successful. And it's like I just told them as we walked off. One game doesn't define you. And success isn't measured by what's on that scoreboard. Success is measured by the sweat and the tears and the things, the time you guys spent together in off season, in the summertime and during the season, and it just keeps growing. And it's a great place to be. Tonganoxie has a great tradition that's going on here.
Yeah.
So.
And you hold a lot of responsibility in that tradition too, Coach.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
just remember that.
When you have kids that buy into a system, and we have kids that buy in, week in and week out, we love this game of football. We play it as hard as we can, and when they come to Tonganoxie or they play Tonganoxie, they're going to know that we're ready to play.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Coach, thank you again so much for your time tonight. Go spend the rest of the time with those seniors.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach. And again, that was head coach Hal Troyer with the Tonganoxie Chieftains again. Was not expecting that. I figured he would stay down there, but again,
He's going back down to low one.
Oh yeah.
More.
I mean that also just shows the class act that
Coach Troyer
he is.
Yeah.
I definitely was not expecting that, but glad we got to talk to him. He gave us some very nice insight. And yeah, he's going right back down that field, and he's going to spend the rest of the time with those seniors. So, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. So, again, on behalf of everybody here at the Harris Media Services, alongside my partner, Dennis Drennan, I'm Dylan Funk, saying thank you all so much for joining us this 2021 season, and we will be back for the start of basketball. We will see you then. Everybody take care. Stay safe.
You've been watching Tonganoxie High School Athletics on your new home for the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by watching. And be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your home for the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live.